Oh, hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now, well, I screwed this intro all the hell.
Can you hear me, Robin?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. Let me go get off this lobby real quick and put on the game, but make sure we're at the right game. Is this the right game we're watching?
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's my table. No, that's not my table.
Bluffers Friday Night Bounty. Sorry about that. I had a little intro.
Yeah, that's
Pam would
not
be
my
with us,
table.
and I just picked the first table.
All right. I'm playing, so I can't really watch why I'm playing. I can only comment on what I'm seeing right now.
Well, that's fine. You can commentate your table. I just pulled up the first table that I seen.
Go ahead and pull up mine, because at least I can give some commentation. People can see what's going on.
Alrighty, let me go to the lobby. What? And you let's see here.
Jenny Coleni is the first one out.
I'm a looking.
I'll get a call here, I bet.
Looking for your name on the lobby. What was your name again in the lobby?
Bluff Magic, Bluff Mag Eric. I just bet out 675. I had a pretty decent hand, but I had three limpers, so I didn't want three callers.
Okay. There. Are we at the right table? Let's see. No, I did
You're
not.
at the same. You're at the same table. You just got to click my name, open the table, and then it'll appear.
There we go.
There you go.
Now we're set.
Hey, good fold ahead. So there was a lady at her table named Jenny calls any, and true to her name, she will call any bet anytime all the way to the river, and she's usually the person who will buy in the most. And I generally hate playing against her because it's like playing bingo, right? It's not even poker with her. She drives me absolutely nuts. A lot of times I wouldn't even go into a tournament with her just because it's not. It's just, I mean, you can felt her, but if she gets lucky, she will not fold. I mean, she literally will not fold.
Let's see if we get feedback. Hold on a second here. I'm going to mute my camera for just a second, but I'll be talking. Hello, Miss Pamela.
That's gonna work.
I hear you.
I can't hear anything. I'm sorry.
Well, just listen. Okay. Okay. Let me turn you off. She's having a technical difficulty on her phone right now.
Yeah, no problem. We'll get it together. It's early.
We had everything all figured out straight, but then she disconnected her earbuds, and then when she went to go reconnect them, they didn't reconnect.
She should use a headset because the earbuds give a lot of back feed. I mean, I am getting just terrible hands right now. I think I played one hand.
So this is a rebuy for the first hour, correct? At $20 a pop.
No, it's just a $43 rebuy, right? Three obviously is the rake, and 20 goes. It's a knockout tournament, so If someone knocks you out, 20 goes to the person who knocks you out. So it's a
Oh,
bounty. We're doing a bounty tournament.
so there's no rebuys
No,
or
there's rebuys too.
re-entries?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
rebuys. I think you can do 2.
at $43 a pop, right?
Yep. I'm sure Jenny calls any will probably be rebuying the max amount, I'm guessing.
Oh, alrighty. Sorry.
Oh my God. This is gonna suck for me. I flopped a boat, and then on the river it came 664. I had pocket fours, and the river came a 6. So if someone was sitting with the last 6, that could have really screwed me over.
So it's a pretty good turnout. I mean, pretty good prize pool, 1,600.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. We used to do 2,000, but because we run so many tournaments around this time, it was hard to get 2,000 in because there's another one going on right now as well.
Oh,
So let's see. Look in the lobby. So there's another one going on. Well, I guess no other one's going. I guess the other one ended. So you'll start seeing more people. I think right now we have probably about close to 30. We got 29. We should be close to 30, 35 to 40 people. I'm guessing tonight, depending on if there's rebuys or not. How many people bust out and roll rebuy? I think the most we've had in this tournament was around 65.
wow. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's not bad at all. And
Somebody,
as we grow, this tournament will get better. This is my favorite tournament of the week. This is one I've won twice and made the final table a bunch of times and then lost heads up one time as well.
well, it's pretty good. Basically, if you get 2 bounties, almost paid your buy-in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when I won last time, I think I had 200 in bounties.
Jeez. Did you take out the whole field?
I took out a lot of it, but and then I've had times where I've got 0 bounties. Like I made the final table one time, it had 0 bounties. I don't even know how that's possible, but I'm here to tell you it happens.
So the bounties will automatically go back to you. It's not progressive bounties or nothing, right? So you just have to take the player out and you get that bounty.
Right.
Because I was playing on a tournament the other day. It was like a progressive bounty. Started out, everybody had the same. I guess it was a PKO bounty. I guess
We do those there.
so.
And
Then I guess the bounties build up. So you start out at say $1, and if you take that person out, then they take you out. And if you have like $5, you only get a percentage of that, but you keep the rest.
something like. I'm not sure how that one goes, to be quite honest. I just like a regular bounty where you get 50% of whatever the buy-in is.
It just makes it a little bit more expensive to get in, but
But if you get a couple
some
bounties,
people, some people it doesn't matter. I mean, geez, I've seen the World Series of Poker at $1,500 buy-in, and people rebuy what 10 times.
yeah. Well, that's like Daniel Negreanu. He'll just and again, it's sometimes it can be a little unfair because you can play if you have an endless bankroll, right? You can just keep on buying in. You can play a lot more speculative hands, right? And if you hit, you build a stack. But if you have like a huge bankroll, you can keep on buying in and make basically buy your way almost to the final table.
Pretty much, but it could also go the opposite direction too. You spend all that money, if you don't cash, you lose it all.
This is true. I've seen people where, and I'll use Jenny calls any. She usually buys in so much where she has to hit like first place in order just to make her cash back or make some money.
But I feel bad for the people that say they want a satellite online or something for their buy-in, and they just barely make it to, spend their last couple $100 travel to get to Vegas to play that $1,500 buy-in, which they're on a limited budget. They don't have that extra money, and then you get somebody that has unlimited pockets, and they just kind of bully them around.
That's going to happen. That's why if you have that type of, if you don't have a bankroll, those are not good tournaments to be in. Play like a, save your money and play like a $1,500 tournament as opposed to a 1,500 rebuy.
Right. I think you would be better off trying to play a satellite into a $1,500 World Series freeze out where there's no rebuys. But if you trying to get into a rebuy tournament, knowing that you don't have that extra money for rebuys, you're kind of screwed.
Yep. But I wouldn't. I mean, again, if you're going to play in a field full of pros, right? They're going to have that opportunity, so it's to their advantage to do that, to push people around.
But if you go in there with the mentality that, this is a free roll for me, I go in there and just play however you want, knowing that you're not losing no $1,500.
Right. But you still, and there's still going to be variances can come into play when you're playing that many hands, right?
Right.
I mean, it comes into play all the time, but particularly when you're going to be playing you're going to be when you've got, let's say you've got 5-6 bullets, right, that you can make, then you're going to start playing more spec hands, especially on big raises. So say someone's got 3-4 suited, right, under the gun, they may call and then call up to a raise, or they may raise and call a re-raise there. So they're gonna play a lot more hands, knowing that the odds of them probably busting out are good. But if they hit, and they can build a stack too. So I don't know. It really depends. At the table I have right now, I've got suited jacks, which is Kathy McDougal, who won the tournament on Wednesday that we did, and she's down a little bit right now.
So you start with 10,000 in chips.
Yeah. And right now, Semper Fi is at our table as our chip leader. I'm staying with basically 10,400. And Jack Queen takes it down on a jack flop. 5-5 against 5-5. Sports agent. He'll call a lot too.
So you live in the Georgia area, right?
Yeah, I'm in right outside of Atlanta in Marietta, Georgia, which is about, I don't know, 20 minutes, depending on traffic, outside of Atlanta. We're out in the burbs.
So how was the hurricane for your area? Did you get any of it, or?
The hurricane in my area was like non-existent. I mean, Atlanta got it, but I feel like maybe the bands just kind of turned the right angle, because we were staying out having some wine on our deck that night, and it was barely raining, wasn't blowing. Our cat, we have an outdoor cat. We fed it with a little plastic cup. We woke up in the morning and that cup was still there. So we got, zero wind. I've had, worse storms, in the middle of a day, in the summer. It was really nothing. But, I used to have a house up in the North Carolina mountains, and 29 miles away is where all the shit happened. And we were 29 miles away from Asheville. But in the area that our old house was, which we had for about 10 years, really got no damage.
See, that's where we live at too. We live right on the. Oh, hold on a second. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure. Are they coming through your earbuds or your phone? Okay. We just brought Pam in. She got her phone figured out.
Oh my gosh. How are you?
Good. Trying to get a hand. I think every hand is like 2 king, 3 queen, 9-3. I did have pocket fours, and the flop came 4-6-6, and then a 6 came on the river to give potentially someone quad. So I couldn't really bet it. I bet a small little feeler bet out there, making sure no one had quads, and won the pot. But that's the only pot I've really played in so far, outside of being on one of the blinds. I mean, even right now, the flop came 10-8, 10-8 jack, and the cards I have weren't even close. So
you got a tough table there.
It's all right. We've got suited jacks who won it last time. Knit chick is she's tight. I would say she's tight aggressive. She likes to push her stack all in a lot. She'll bet big, and hopefully her stack will do the talking. Sports agent's kind of a loose aggressive player. Bluff and Muffin, she's a tight aggressive. She's not someone you can really bully around. She's a good player. I mean, I don't know, outside on this table, the only person I don't really know is Semper Fi.
Yeah, that's a new one for me that I just now saw. Because the rest of them I played, and then the other night when you guys played.
I'm betting 600 right now. I bet you for sure I get at least 12. Sports agent will call me. I guarantee it. Let's see if he. Oh, he folds. So I know. So I'm going to get one more caller at least.
Well, speaking of the weather, I will trade you right now because it's a nice, cool 43 degrees here.
Right.
It's snowing on our mountains here.
It's snowing.
Yeah, my backyard, it's pretty nasty out.
That's nice.
Well, not our backyard, our mountain in the backyard,
Shit.
which is
So,
about 20 minutes away.
okay, so here's where I get stuck on. What right now? Bluff and Muffin just re-raised me $2,600. Right. I'll tell you what I've got right now because I'm about to fold. I've got pocket nines on a 5-6 king board. And of course the king comes. She's probably sitting there with Jack King. I'm guessing it's definitely not ace king, or she would have re-raised me pre-flop. So I'm going to fold. I'm going to show my nines. And I know she basically has Jack King, Queen, King, Queen, something like that. Oh, kings. Huh. There you go. I'm not sure why she didn't raise me there. So that was a bit of a weird play. If I'm sitting, and she's got, well, I've got position on her a little bit, but king when I'm betting out, why she's not betting there? Because if I have ace 5, ace 4, and ace comes on the flop, I'm going to push her off that hand, right? So I don't know with king why she's even re-raised me. In fact, she should have just flat called me right there and let me try to bet into her. So I don't know why she just raised me right there. She could have taken a lot more chips from me if she just flat to me, or maybe I check. I don't know. I probably smell something up. Maybe
I would have tried to milk you.
Yeah,
I would have milked you for sure.
she's got a great hand right there. King. I mean, I walked right into it, obviously, and I don't know why she just flatted me. She should have re-raised me, and she definitely should just. I would have checked right there, but again, I don't.
She could have thought you had maybe an open ender and played some suited connectors or something, or.
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to find out where I'm at. I mean, at the next hand, I'm most likely going to bet out again if she just calls me because I'm like, I can't put her on. It's hard to put her on pocket kings right there. I might put her on king queen. I definitely put her on a king, but I didn't put her on king just because she didn't raise me.
Maybe she tried to slow play you.
Yeah,
That's not. She wasn't slow playing me if she's raising me there, right? If she's going to slow play me, she's just going to flat.
suited jacks again. That player's pretty good too.
No, she's sending me a message. I know she said she had a set. I know she had a set.
I saw it. Yeah.
Now we're on break. But as I was saying, I'll tell her to listen to the stream. Hold on. She just told me that she had a set, and I'm like, I know you had a set because you showed it. But I'm a little confused where she didn't try to get more money out of me, or maybe she was being nice. Who knows? I seem to run into big hands when I have pairs sometimes, and it's a rebuy. So maybe she's like, okay, it's a rebuy. I don't want to get sucked out on. But I mean, honestly, I have to go runner for 2 9s to hit quads to beat her, and that's going to be improbable.
Yeah.
Or I have to go. I can go. I mean, any king is going to give her quads, right? So I have to go runner unless the board pairs, and after that, that's not going to happen unless it goes like 3-9, or something like that. So I forgot what it came out, what the initial was, right? But if it just paired the board and then gave me a 9, then I could beat her. But she's still gonna have more than me with kings. So I mean, she had me dead to center, didn't you, Muffin?
She had you at hello, baby.
She could have taken a lot more money from me. So thank you for sparing me, Muffin.
I know she could have raped you.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. Trust me. And I haven't been running great lately. I had a great September. I had a great month. Did really, really well. And in October, it's been really. I mean, I've made a bunch of final tables and so forth, but haven't won any tournaments. And the other night, as you guys saw, I got that runner against Kathy, where I think she had 3-7 and hit a 7 high straight against my trip 5s, which that was brutal. And then I think I also had a set of 6s against her, and then she hit a flush against me. So like I said, she's like my nemesis now because for some reason I just can't beat her. I'm usually ahead, and then she basically just has her way with me.
She got your number, huh?
Yeah, there's certain people that do that. So
Just have to get a voodoo doll out. Poker voodoo doll.
I'm gonna get a Kathy McDougal voodoo doll, and I'm gonna have to start doing what I need to do, right?
Curse her! No, it is spooky time.
Oh,
Spooky season.
Jenny calls any. I think rebot. Let's see. Jenny, is she in there? Jenny calls any. She probably rebot. I don't know if she rebot. Let's see. She's not really in our club. She just plays in a lot of the tournaments. So let's see what the top. Jesse Ray is at 24. PKR, who's not in our club, is 18. Belinga always at the top, and we call him the unicorn. Belinga, good player, and it seems like when he needs a card, he always gets it. So we call him the unicorn because he always seems to either have the hand or draw out on someone. It's crazy. Oh, Jenny calls any, right? And she's an interesting player. She literally will call any hand. She's on her third buy, and I think she just gave up because she's in for $120 now.
Holy crap!
So yeah, she was out. She was the first person out, and we've only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people out, and she's I think basically 3 of the 6 that are out. So she really does call any hand, and there's good and bad. I've seen her stack up quite a bit in her time, but she calls with second pair, third pair, and hope it sticks. But when you play like that uber type of aggressive, and she doesn't raise that much, she's just really calls, you're gonna buy in a lot, and I don't even want to guess how much she's down right now.
So if you're running bad, how many bullets would you throw out if you know you're running bad?
Tonight I'd I've told myself I'll throw 2 bullets out.
That's about what I do.
Yeah, 2 bullets. I'm not gonna do 3.
2, maybe 3. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do 120, and I have to look at the prize pool and see what the prize pool is right now. So right now, hitting 4th is $151. If you hit 4th right now, if you don't get any bounties, I mean you're making $30. If you're on your 3rd bullet by now, right? You're probably not playing great, and you might want to just take the rest of the night off and listen to the stream.
Right. You got to give yourself that one suck out hand where somebody sucks out on you or beats you, or you run into aces or something like that. And,
or kings,
behind.
or a set of kings.
But if it continues to happen 2 or 3 or 4 times, then I think there's a time where you need to suck it up and say, I'm done.
Not my day. Just not my day.
I used to see that at the World Series all the time. Somebody's running bad in a tournament, and they play for a couple hours. They're running bad. So they decided, well, I'm going to go try to win my money back. I'm going to go sit at the cash table with a couple thousand. And guess what? Their badness runs over to the cash table, and they lose more money on the cash table.
Yep. Nitchick just took one down against Buffin, who had ace king. Nobody paired the board, and her 8s took it.
There comes a time when you know that it's not your night, and you just have to go home and watch TV.
Yeah.
Or go put
$100. Right now, I'm playing poker, talking to you guys, and watching the Florida State game on ESPN. And Florida State is my team, and they suck. So it's 16-23 against Duke, which I can't believe Duke is 5-1 right now. But Florida State is just awful. And I thought they were coming back to. Oh, I got to walk. All right, Queen Jack. I was going to raise with that. Thanks, everybody.
So I'm sure you heard the news that Alan Kessler hit that million something on a slot machine.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he won like, what was it, 1.4 million on a slot machine.
Jeez.
But you know what the casino did? They treated it like a hit in the lottery. They said they either had 2 options: you take the percentage of the winning or annuity.
And how much is the annuity?
Oh, forgot what it was. It was a couple $100,000 a year over the next like 20 years.
What do you do? What would you do in that spot?
He took the cash, so he ended up getting like 600 some thousand. And then
fuck! Sorry, screw that. If 1.4 million, you're taking 50% on that? No way. I'm not doing that.
And then he had to pay the taxes on top of it.
Oh, you have to pay the taxes on the 1.4 million. You probably only have to pay the taxes on.
No,
Um,
on what he
what he
took,
took.
yeah.
Oh, right, but that doesn't seem right. I mean, if that's not in the rules, they can't just say we're only giving you 600,000 on a 1.4 million hit, right?
Right. I thought a casino, if you hit $1 million on a slot machine, they would have to pay you the million, but I didn't know they would do an annuity on it, like a lottery.
I've never heard of that before. But again, the most I've ever won on a slot was like $20. So.
But yeah, this was just like probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Hmm. Yeah,
Just
Alan
recently.
Kessler, interesting fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know him that well. We never had much interaction with him back in the Bluff days.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of pretty shitty that they offered him a 20-year annuity on it, which I'd never heard of myself in a casino on a slot machine. I mean, what if that's
Let's see. I just re-raised Knit Chick. She's either going to push me or fold. Unless she's on the draw. So this is probably my bullet right here. She's probably sitting here with Ace Queen, right, or maybe two. So she might. So I'm probably going to rebuy right now, but I can't fold this hand right now. So I'm calling. I'm probably down. She's probably got me. So, oh geez, of course she hits her set against me. Why wouldn't she, right? So I'm out, and that's kind of how I run right now, right? So re-enter. So this is one bullet. But again, people. I mean, the last three sets I've hit. I think it was against Kathy. I lost them. Right. She drew out at me 3 times, and someone hits the set right there. And the thing is, it's really weird. Is Nitchick is an aggressive player, and I'm not even sure why she didn't raise there. She just flatted. But of course, she hits the 7 because that's like I said. That's how I'm running. I'm just not running great right now. And I hit top pair with a decent kicker. So, last bullet. Because if I'm running bad, I'm just not going to do it.
no.
Jesse Ray Sheila's on us, so on our table as a chip leader. I've lost 2 big hands. I've lost 2 big hands that I've hit on to bigger hands in 2 sets. Right. I've run into 2 sets today. I've only really played 2 hands.
Just get back up and kick the dust off and play again.
Yeah, it gets a little frustrating when that keeps happening.
Be better. Yeah, I know. We all get those damn variances all the time.
Yeah, the variance has been getting me. And the thing is, usually I'm ahead when I go all in. That one, I'm like, God, I think I'm behind. But because it's a rebuy, I called. If it's just a freeze out, I'd probably fold on that hand. But usually when I'm behind, I don't generally suck out. I just don't. It would have been nice to hit a queen.
I don't get lucky either. I could need 30 outs, and I can't hit it. But somebody needs a friggin' 1 or 2 outer, and they hit it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I hit a queen there. She's got a boat, and I'm in worse shape than I thought. So again, I mean, I was drawing to quads. If I get, if I hit a jack and queen river, I could get that, but that's never going to happen. I mean, I get runner a lot, but I can't remember the last time I won a big hand where it was a kind of a game changer like that, where I was so far behind. But it's been happening to me quite a bit. That's why I said I've been not running great. But let's hope that with this rebuy that things change a little bit. Let's see how many people are playing still. We got 33 people in here. We're probably not going to get much more. With 23 minutes, maybe we get to 35.
Well, you got a lot of people at your table with the fire.
Yeah.
Jesse Ray and
Sheila's a good player.
Court.
Right.
And retired KK.
Yeah. You know who retired KK is, don't you? It's Crazy Canuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see his Canada flag.
Yeah, Jim Worth, the Crazy Canuck, one of the first online players, and was a UB team pro for quite a long time.
Wow, that's where I played with Annie Duke over there, and met the Devil.
By the way, the flop just came. 8, 10, 9, and I couldn't have missed it any worse than I did. So I'll probably be now there's a heart on the board. There's 3 hearts on the board. We'll see if Jerry will take a stab at it. I won't say anything yet. I'm gonna fold right here. And there you go. Remember when we told you the other night there's a lot of action flops on this table?
Yeah, I see
A lot
it.
of action,
It's
a lot of
crazy.
action flops. And Callie has been running ridiculously hot too. I mean, she just went runner to hit her flush. That kind of shit doesn't happen to me, but it's happening to her. So good for her. I'm waiting for that kind of luck where you just know it's going to happen, right? So I'm not going to call here with my terrible hand. Oh, well.
Here's another one.
Yeah,
The
another
8-9
action flop.
jack.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I had after this.
Interesting. Interesting, I say.
Danielson, I could not call, but no, of course you couldn't. You had to call there. So I had 7-3. I had 7-3 suited on that hand, and I would hit my 7, but I had spades on that hand. But I'm not playing that hand on a big raise like that because I don't usually hit. But King Queen 1. Good thing I didn't get in that hand because there's Queen 5 suited on that last hand as well. I get a lot of suited cards, and it seems like when I get clubs, hearts come. When I get hearts, clubs come, and so forth. So I'm going to
That
fold
happens
here.
to me all the
Terrible hand.
time.
Seems like we're on the same poker train because that happens to me all the time also.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of action flop.
Yep, your blinds are going up in about 22 seconds.
Yeah, that's all right. I missed every part of that flop. Little F and Jerry goes all in. She's trying to get a bounty right now.
I was
Only
just
person
trying
who's
to figure
calling,
out her name.
Little F and Jerry. That's Nurse Jerry. I love Nurse Jerry. She's won a tournament here. I always call her Nurse Jerry because she's a nurse, obviously.
Cool.
Ooh, all right. Re-raised by Crazy Canuck. You see PK folds. Let's say Jerry's calling 10 queen, ace 7. Oof. And Jerry's out and gonna probably rebuy. I'm guessing, maybe. But I see when I do that, someone has a set. Why is that, right? By the way, I had 9-3 last hand. I made that. I think I had the same hand. I know I had Queen Jack, and on a Queen High. I'm folding right now. On a Queen High board, and Knit Chick had pocket 7s with a 7 with hitting her set, and I went to the rail and went to the cashier, and here I go again trying. And I've played 0 hands, and now I'm at 9,400. So I'm just not hitting anything right now. I'm not even hitting flops when I fold.
That poker variance gets me, and I stay in that slump for quite a while, so I have to back off from playing because I get mad. I get mad. That's why I
Yeah.
can't play video games. I'm not a video gamer.
Well, my hands are the best hand I've had so far was that Queen Jack. That's the best hand I've had all night. I haven't really seen any aces yet. I haven't seen. I had the pocket 9s too, but again, I lost a set of kings with that hand. So I've really only had 2 playable hands. No suited connectors. I haven't really had any raising hands because the hands I've had have raised in front of me. I did raise with the 9s and got called just by the kings, which I still don't understand why she didn't re-raise me pre-flop there. I wish she would have. I would have called a re-raise with a pair there.
I'll tell you what's strange is when you play a tournament and you only maybe win 3 or 4 hands the whole night and you make the final table and take it down, but those 3 or 4 hands that you actually won were like monster pots.
Yeah, I always kind of have to grind. I'm not like one of those guys. I mean, there's a couple guys and people on this club that are really, really tight players, and they'll be at like 10% hands played, right? But not me. I'm usually right now I'm at 0, but I'm usually at around 35%. And then obviously as things get going, you tighten up a little bit. But I have here, see, here's 1200. Here's a 1200 raise. I'll tell you what I have in a second. I'm going to have to fold because I'm out of position on them, and unfortunately it just sucks. I've got King 10, and I'm not calling a 900 bet when someone he's probably sitting there with 7s, 8s, something like that, jacks maybe, but I'm going to fold because I don't know what I could really beat at this moment. Plus I'm out of position, so if I come out and bet and he goes over the top of me, I have to fold if I don't hit. And I'm folding again.
Trying to find your
That's
table.
if you were suited, that would have been a better,
No,
easier
I've got right
call.
now. I just folded 2-5 offsuit. So because I know what's going to happen is Connect is going to raise me if I just call there, and I'm going to have to fold because what's 2-5 going to beat again as well. I've got another terrible hand right now. I think tonight's just not my night. I literally can't get anything going. And when I do have something, it's there's a $1,200 raise in front of me. and I'm see 900. I can't do anything right now. I'll tell you what I have.
Wow.
I'm still at 0 hands played, mind you. That's how bad my hands have been. I just had 3 8 offsuit on the button on a 900 raise. I mean, I've got position, but again, I'm not calling it. I'm not calling a 3 bet right there on 3-8. And I'm folding again.
I've seen the opposite play out too. I've seen somebody that's been hitting and hitting and hitting and build their monster stack up.
If you remember on Wednesday night, right? Kathy, I mean, when she went all in, she was behind. I think every single person had all in, and she won every hand. So some nights you're just running good.
Oh,
Tonight,
you're golden.
Yeah, I just had 2 spades and folded them, and it comes up ace 3, queen 2, and didn't hit. Well, I didn't really hit much of anything there.
Yeah, that's the game of poker. You win some and lose a lot, is what I say.
I thought 4-10. What the? So 4-5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got it. I had king 3 of spades that hand. Again, I'm not calling that right now. And I'll fold again. I'm hoping to get that 0 to a 1 at some point.
It's coming. It's going to be that the whole table goes all in and you win, and it's going to like quadruple you up.
Yeah, I'm usually the guy with aces and gets 3 calls. I'm folding here. I'll tell you what I had after the hand's over. Jesse calls. PKR bets out 1,200. He's going to bet $1,300 or 1,300. Jesse raises. He calls. Another 7. Oh, 3 7s on there. So if someone's got a queen, you may take it.
Somebody's got a 7. They're definitely going to take
it. He just went all in. He's going. So who's got a 7? 5s and queen. There you go. Someone's got a queen. Knew it. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but I had king 3 again on that hand with the diamonds, and Jesse's up to 44. And I'll be folding. And I'll be folding again. I've literally started at 10,000. Have not played any hands, and I'm at 8,700 right now.
I think that's the way I was when I played my one and only time in the World Series. I think I sat there for a good 45 minutes to an hour and never played a hand.
Yeah, well, that's after I've played 2 hands tonight, and I ran into 2 sets. So, and I guess I could have kind of hit this one a little bit. Let's see. But my position's not good. My stack size isn't good. I can't call any raises. Only thing I can do is just basically call the blind. Mets beat the Dodgers today, so that's a good deal. I hate the Dodgers. As a San Francisco Giants fan, I absolutely despise the Dodgers.
Are you San Francisco 49ers fan too?
Yeah, Niners, Warriors, and Giants. Because that's where I'm from the Bay Area.
Well, good. I'm rooting for the 49ers this weekend to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, me too.
Tired
All
of the
right,
Chiefs winning.
I had 2-3. I had 2-3 that hand, so I would have missed. Even though I would have flopped an open ender, and Canuck takes it down. No, Jesse's kind of going to bet, I would guess, on the button. And she falls down. I had in the one hand I have a freaking ace, right? So I'm probably raising there. So I've won I've won one hand and still haven't really played a hand yet.
Hey, Pam had to take a break a second because one of her dogs is having a little asthma attack. Poor thing.
Right. I just had to fold because my hand was pathetically bad and missed it.
Look at this flop. 4, 5, 6, 2 diamonds.
Yeah, 2 diamonds. I had 2-8 on that hand. I guess I could have hit a gut shot, but my 2-8, I could hit a 3 or an 8, whatever. But I'm just not playing that, even on the button right there.
No, that's a good way to lose your chips quick is when you chase.
Well, there's a lot of people who will chase on this. I'm folding. I'll tell you what I had. Again, that one hand I had ace 7 suited that I got the walk, but probably would have raised on a bunch of limpers there. But out of position, I don't know. We'll see. I might have flatted. Depends how many people were in the hand. If I'm Belinga, he's going to raise with any ace. Period. He's probably going to call with any ace as well.
So, is the majority of your tournaments Hold'em, or do you throw in some Omaha tournaments too?
The evening tournaments on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are all no limit hold'ems. But there's other. We've got PLO tournaments throughout the day too. We got the whale. Sometimes the whale is our guarantee, or our big guarantee, and sometimes we do a PLO one. We do knockouts. We do no limit. Mike, who basically runs the site for the most part, is the one who decides what it's going to be. I just had Queen 3 on that hand. I'll be folding this hand too.
I've actually only played, I think, one Omaha tournament. I went up to the casino, played one of their yearly tournament series. Oh my gosh. It's like everybody just max raises that pot out every hand.
I'm going to request a seat change.
Can you do that?
No, but I'm asking.
I was going to say.
Because if you saw what I had right now, and every hand has been worse than the last, and I can't, and people are listening, so since it's live, I can't tell them what my hand is until I'm done. But I haven't hit anything. I'm not even hitting the ones I fold.
Isn't that a dealer change request?
I don't know. I need something. I need a table change. I just folded Queen 5. So I'll play suited connectors, but I'm not in there. But I can't. I'm not playing Queen 5 in that position. And I'm folding again. I'm at 0. I'm at 0. I've been at this table for probably close to 30 minutes now.
Oh wow, you are at a 0.
Yeah.
The guy above you's got 46.
Yeah.
48, 45, 30, 50. You better start doing that. Pray to the poker gods. 10, 2, 9.
Oh, jeez. Should have played this hand. I had 2-9 on this hand, so I'll show. But again, these are the hands I'm getting. I'm not calling anything with 2-9 offsuit.
So you're winning the hands you don't play.
I'm not winning. Well, that's the first time I hit on a hand I didn't play.
Oh, that's the first time. Oh, you're not even. I should have played that hand. I would have won. Night either.
Well, that was the first hand that I didn't play that hit all night.
Wow, that would be the classification of a shitty night.
Yeah, 1,200 bet. I'm folding, and my hand is terrible. I mean, if I was on a small blind, I would have folded.
That almost gives you that. You just want to hit the sit out button and see how far you can make it into the tournament on a sit out, right?
Well, you're still going to get blinded out, right? So it doesn't really matter. I could.
Oh,
I mean,
I've
I'm
seen.
for all sakes and purposes, I'm sitting out because I'm at zero right now.
I've actually played in tournaments where the sit outs actually made it to the money, and that was sick.
Yeah. Well, I still haven't hit here, so sort of hit. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have been in this hand long enough for that to matter. Let's see what happens. Kali runs good. Let's see what happens. She's going to call here. She's folding or raising. There's no in between, I don't think, unless she has a boat. But maybe she's thinking, does someone have a boat? Jack 9, King 9, something like that. Joe could have queens right now. She did bet pre-flop. She could have Jack somewhere around there. So she could have somewhere. She could have a boat, Jacks and 9s.
Could have nothing and trying to represent they have it.
So she's all in. So Callie probably hit. Let's see what Callie hit. What's Joe? Is Joe going to call? I know Joe, man. Joe's probably steaming right now that she's just got re-raised.
Uh-oh. Thinking about it.
Well, because Joe's like wondering. Joe's thinking about it. She either has something like queens or something like that, but she had a 9. She had 7-9. I had 3-10 that hand. I'll be folding this hand again too, and I'm on the button. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm on the small blind. I can't even play this. I can't afford to call. I mean, this is ridiculous what I'm getting. I'm at 0, and didn't hit again. I had 2-4 on that hand.
2-4. You could hit it straight if you wanted to chase it.
I'm not chasing the gut shot. The thing is, right now, these hands I'm getting, the hands I'm getting, I can't. I mean, if I call right here, I've got to fold because, well, we'll see what happens. Callie will probably come up betting. No. Okay, I'm going to call and see if retired or Semper Fi don't call. Usually retired, he's going to bet like something like 2,000 or crazy amount if he does. See, I knew it. Told you. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I'm like, with the hand I have right now, it's on the button. It's a limping hand. I can't call 5,000. So I basically just folded Queen 9. I just wanted to play a hand. I should have just folded there because I knew exactly what he was going to do, and he was listening to me. I knew exactly he was going. I mean, I said, again, I'm at 0. I'm at 4, and 4%. I'm at 7,300 in chips and have not played a real hand yet. Folding again right now. It's almost like I have to push right now if I want to take the blind. So if I get aces or kings, or I haven't had a pair since I busted.
Well, hopefully everybody at the table realizes that you haven't played many hands, and when you do push, they're thinking, "Hey, he hasn't even played a hand in a long time, and he must have something."
No, Connect will call me. Semper Fi will call me. Jesse Ray will probably call me because I mean, it's nothing off. I mean, she just raised again. So again, I hate this table. I'm well,
They want your bounty.
Exactly. That's it too.
But I give you kudos for patience. Patience.
Well, I have no choice right now.
Yeah,
I had 5-9 right there, so I would have actually hit and I had a straight flush draw. But I can't call there. You know, I just can't call. I've got nothing. I've got a worse hand now.
I know it's frustrating. I mean,
yeah,
but
I've had many of those days.
but you got a good patience stance there that you're not trying to say, "Oh, screw it, I'm tired of this."
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just wrote, this is ridiculous. I've never been on a spot where I'm at 4%. You know, right now I've won. Let's see, my win rate is at 3.84. Jesse is Jesse smart. There's 5. Callie, is she going to raise? I'm going to. Oh, I get to play a hand. I'm just checking it right now. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'm folding now because I missed it. Like
You missed it
there's
by a
so much
mile.
hand.
Poor Eric.
This is as cold. Like I said, I've been running very cold, but usually at least. Oh, there you go. Callie hits. I mean, talk about someone who's been running good. I had King 7 that hand. Let's see. Joe had Ace 5, and then Callie hits. I mean, that's someone who's running good. This is I mean, again. I have to fold here. This is I have. It's like I'm not even have a chance. I don't have any hands to play. I'm so frustrated right now that I'm at 3% with 9-6 offsuit.
Jeez.
I haven't seen an ace
That's
yet.
sickening.
Oh my
When
god!
you sat with 10,000 chips and you haven't played one hand.
I haven't. No, I haven't played.
Oh, he got to play a hand just a minute ago. The big blind. He
Yeah,
got to
I got
check.
to play the big blind. I'll be folding this hand too. Callie bets 1,000, and I mean it's the point. I'm in push mode right now. I don't even have 10 blinds. I've got barely 10 big blinds left.
Yep. You gotta shove when you get it.
Thing is, yeah. I mean, the thing is, anyone's going to call me. I just have to hope my hand holds up at this point because I don't even know what to do at this point. I cannot get a card to play. And if I do have something like the Queen 9, someone like bets $5,000.
Well, you
Or
want
you're
to hear
gonna
the
be
good news?
shorter blinds because they're going up in a minute and 32 seconds. So.
You want to hear the good news?
I don't know. I feel like I'm on tilt. I had King 2 right here, which I probably would have won. But what am I calling with King 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you survive another 14 seconds, you made it through the late registration period. So
Oh my
that's the good
god.
news.
Folding again.
That is pretty sick that you're just not getting anything.
Nothing. Nothing.
I don't know if I could have sat as long as you have. I think I would have just.
The problem is I don't even know what I'd play right now, right?
I
My hands are
know.
so bad.
Yeah. What do you pick and choose because they're equally just horrible and ugly.
I just had 7-2.
Ooh, that's a power hand, man.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was suited.
Yeah. I'm folding. I'm at 3% right now.
You went down.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you don't play. The only hand I played is I limped up to the big blind and folded when Connect raised $5,000 on my Queen 9 offsuit.
Mm-hmm. Come on, poker gods, shed some magic.
They've hated me all month, and like I said, I had a terrible August, a great September where my hands actually held up. Thing is, I don't even care about being lucky, right? I just don't want to get unlucky, and that's the problem I'm having. Is just a lot of unluck right now. Last month I didn't get that unlucky. I'm folding right now with my well, I'm not going to tell. I'll tell you what it is in a second, but it wasn't a playable hand. That's for sure.
How long do you
Look at all these
think
stacks.
in
Look
these
at all these
slumps?
stacks, and there's me.
Yeah, I see it. They're huge.
Yeah.
I've had poker slumps like this that lasted months and months and months,
Right.
and that's discouraging.
And it's like again, like last Wednesday, I flopped 3 sets against Kathy and lost every single time. And I just had 2-4 right there. There's my good card right there.
That's your high card, huh?
Yeah, that was my good one. I've got a playable hand, but not right here. Not with look at what everybody in front of me. Like I can't even play that hand because look Connect. What am I going to call him? The only thing I can do is push at this point and hope to pick up some blinds. And I missed. So good thing I folded.
Well, that's a powerful flop there. 4-2-10.
Right. Is Kelly gonna try to steal it right here? No. I had Jack 9. I had Jack 9 diamonds in that hand. But I can't. Again, I can't play it.
Yeah, no, the big raise and in that position when you got all the big stacks behind you,
All right.
they see you limping in or anything, and
Well,
they're out for
wish
blood.
me luck, guys, because I'm pushing all in right now. This is the best hand I think I'm going to see all night. He'll probably call me.
Good luck.
Yeah. Ah, there you go. Pick up some blinds.
That helps.
Yeah. I'm not gonna show it, but I'll tell you what I had. I had pocket sevens in that hand.
You're slowly coming off of life support.
Yeah.
And now you're on a roll. You won a hand.
Right. Well, I'm
Maybe
gonna.
it's poker god heard me.
This might be my last hand too. So wish me luck, guys. If not, I'm going to be commentating with you because I've got a better hand than last time.
Oh, you
So,
got a caller.
Rifleman's got ace king, so I've
triple
got.
up.
So far, hopefully, I'm ahead. Ah, damn it! Ah, 2 calls. Fuck! God, an ace. I have a pocket pair, and that ace just killed me. Just killed me. Absolutely crushed me. I got pocket tens here, so
I think
I'm
somebody's
out.
got a 6.
Well, if they do, he's still in bad shape.
Ace 2.
Ace
Ace
2.
2.
He's
See, I was
7.
ahead. I was ahead, and they got called by ace 2 and ace 7. That's how I run. Dana, I don't even know what you're calling there. Ace 2? Really? What are you calling? Bifleman, what are you calling there? I don't see. These are the calls that don't make sense. I just raised 7x bet and got called by ace 2 and ace 7. You can't run any worse.
Oh.
Ace 7. I was ahead until the river. Rivered again. Ace 2 called a 5,000 or 7,000 bet right there by ace 2. And
You
ace
love
7.
those ace risers.
Those are hands that I will fold pre-flop. I'm going to just say it. Terrible play by both people, and I hope they're both listening right now.
I second that.
Terrible,
The
absolutely
ace
terrible
suited
play.
I could understand, but the ace 7 offsuit I don't understand.
What do they? I mean,
Even ace 2 suited. That's a big bet to call with an ace 2 suited.
Any suited ace, most people with those chips
it
can
was a
call.
terrible play. I don't care what anyone says. It was absolutely horrendous. And Dana knows it, and she knows she got lucky.
River rats.
Yeah, I mean, again, you guys have seen how. I mean, she's playing hands that. Let's see. Let's go back and look at that hand. She had ace 3 on that hand.
And he flopped 2 pair in his blind and shoved, and she got it on the turn.
She called with the ace 3. I mean, some of these plays I'm just not getting right now. But I mean, you see how I'm running right now, and Callie's making plays that I guess because she's running good. It's terrible though. That was two plays that I thought were just not good.
Yeah, Canuck was, I think, a little bit in shock too because he flopped.
He just sent me a text and goes, "You got to be kidding me!" Basically, I mean.
Wow. I gotta go find my sound effect. Wow. 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 Wow.
What I don't get here's the problem I have with that one hand, right? Is that I pushed all in, right? And they're probably think, oh, they're listening to the stream and know that I'm running bad. But they also know I've only played 3% of the hand, so they know if I'm pushing, I've probably got a pretty good hand, right? and I know Dana is listening right now. And the fact is, one person calling me with A7, that's not a great call right there. But calling another all in who's a big stack as well, who's got a decent sized stack, it doesn't make any sense calling with ace 2. There's nothing about that. You're not going to convince me that it's a good play. It was absolutely I mean, anyone can play how they want to play, but just I don't even understand it when you're calling another all in with ace two. I mean, what do you think you can beat at that point? I mean, you're really calling to one card, and that's the ace, because the odds of two coming and hitting a set are very small. So what you're basically saying is, I'm praying that I hit an ace, and the likelihood of someone else having an ace is probably pretty. If they're calling me, they probably have an ace. So you're probably drawing to one card, right, or one or two cards, right? So that's why I don't get it. And those are the calls. Those are the kind of calls that hit on me all day long. And
That's understandable
when
when
I
you
saw that
explain it
ace,
that way.
when I saw that ace, I knew both of them had aces right there. I just didn't realize that. I thought maybe Bifelden had ace queen, ace king, maybe. I didn't think for a second that someone would have ace seven or ace two.
Well, like you said, you're only playing for the ace because you got to look at your kicker. Your kicker, how many? There's what? A whole bunch of cards with a kicker that's higher than your two, and there's a bunch higher than your seven.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, they were both drawing to one card, right? Because I had tens. One had ace two. One, so I mean, I'm 70% on both of them, and actually I'm higher because there's only two aces out there. So I'm probably closer to 80. I have to go back and look, but I'm probably 80-something%. Let's go back and look. Hold on, see what I'm at. Let's see.
You run like me.
Okay,
Two out of history.
It's not telling me the percentage I was at, but I was 70%. 70% I was probably beforehand, or no more. I was probably about 80. I was up to there. I'm guessing I was probably about 90. I was probably about 92% with that ace, because there's only two aces. There's only two aces left. So I'm about 92% there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that's unbelievable. Again, sorry to keep on hitting it, but that's how I'm running right now, and it's really frustrating when you get calls like that. That should be easy fold, because what they're doing is they're calling up just as big. You know, what was the blinds at right now? I think
they were small, 3 and 600. I thought.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they limped in or not, or they just 1 unit bet. But when I'm betting 77, I think it was 7,700. They're basically calling a 7x bet with nothing.
Is there a hand replay on this?
No. Oh yeah, I
No?
can go down and I can't replay it, but I can go back and look at it. So those are my two. Those are my two bullets of the night, and again, lost to two sets, and then got rivered when I was 92%.
I'd say you're running bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you take beats like that, you get so frustrated. You gotta let it out. You gotta vent. I've done that on air plenty of times. I'll put a bounty on them too for taking me out.
Yes, real
Right.
personal bounty.
I don't want to hear Callie sending me any more bad beats after that. I literally don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I'm still. It's like some hands that stick with you, right? And that one's really sticking, because I could triple up. I should have tripled up right there. Well, I shouldn't. It's not that I should have tripled up.
It's tough to take beats like that. Sometimes it's just hard to rub them off.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't. I mean,
get it,
there's
'cause I've been
nothing.
there.
She called two all ins. I mean, I was all in, and then she called us. Another person just flatted me, and then she called it again. I just, and they checked the whole way, right? So that is just wow, just whew.
Well, breathe in and breathe out, and take a drink of wine.
Yeah, I don't drink wine, but I may go get a beer.
Well, there you
go.
go.
I drink whiskey. I don't drink wine or beer. I drink whiskey.
You know, I have to say that this is Eric steaming right now, and again, I'm so used to it, but I guess it kind of is what it is. But man, I'm ticked off.
Well, they got
Well,
called
you're
out.
nicer than I am when I take a beat like that because boy, I raise some hell. Um, just with my mouth in the house and I scream.
She's like, she said to me, if I'm not suited, I call. I'm like, I don't call. But you're ace two. What do you think you can beat? What do you think you can beat when I push, you get a call? And do you think, I mean, what are the odds of club coming, right? So I mean, you can say it's a bounty, right? But in the same token, it's still a 7x bet, right? With ace two. That's not a call that anyone really is going to make. And she
Hell,
wasn't that big stacked at the time. So again,
you're
it
pretty
wasn't a good call.
you're pretty much calling on a draw only because you can't beat your opponent. I mean, if your opponent has any pockets, you've already going in losing. So you're
Right.
Well,
calling on a draw.
as
Yeah,
much as this RNG throws out play hands, I can see her calling with an ace suited.
I can't.
well, and this, and
Chicks are different, I think, in the way of thinking. I
Oh,
wouldn't call it because I don't. Honestly, yeah, poker chicks think differently
and
than guys.
she called a 1 unit raise, a 1 unit raise. I mean, that's, I mean, a blind, but and I jammed, and she called someone else who called me, as I said, and she called up. So I'm not sure what she thinks she's good at that point. So it's just not a good one. So,
so Pam just confirmed confirmed everything. Women think different than men.
yeah.
We do play different than men. I think so, to what I've witnessed. But then again, I haven't played that many all women's games. I've only played maybe two.
This isn't an all
If
women's
you
game.
if you limp
I
into
know, but
if you limp into a pot, right, or you call a 1 unit blind, right, and then someone jams, what do you think you can really beat with ace two? And then I had pot odds. Well, sure, you had pot odds, but what are you calling with ace two? I mean, I guess if you had 2-2 or 2-7, are you calling there too? So if you have 2-7 suited, are you going to call there? So it's just it's never going to be a good play there. It's just not a good play.
Yes, I agree. Blinds are up. 5-100. 5-100,000. 500 1,000.
so what are the bounties in this game?
It's $20 bounties.
I think if you go look at the
Woo!
lobby, in the lobby it says they have a number next to them and it tells how many bounties they have, right?
I totally forgot that it was bounty game too. And I kind of figured once you shoved, that somebody's gonna call with the ace two suited for a $20 bounty. She had the chips. I would have probably made that call too. I'm sorry, but I probably would have just to be greedy and try to get your bounty and hope for a shitload of clubs because there's been a lot
Well,
of
I mean,
suits coming up.
she has sucked out quite a bit tonight, I think. So, I mean, and maybe she's feeling lucky. I don't know. But again, when you have someone else call, you can say, I mean, but ace two, what are you really going to? What do you think you can beat at that point? Because I knew Bifelman had an ace, and there's no doubt in my mind that an ace. I didn't think he'd come out raising like that with ace seven. And then when I saw ace seven, I'm like, oh, that's great. Until well, if I would have known ace seven, I had tens against ace seven, ace two, I would have bet even more because I know at that point I'm like 92%, right? Especially on the after the turn. But then that two outer came, and that's kind of what's been happening lately.
Chop chop pot here. She probably felt that her ace was stronger because it was suited. I'm not going to justify her play or anybody. I'm not making excuses, but that's how I see it. And maybe she's got that gut feeling that
If I have to hear, honestly, if I have to hear that comment. I had a feeling when someone's calling with like King 2 or something like that. I had a feeling that is like, I think that's my biggest pet peeve in poker. I had a feeling.
I've heard that 1,000 times too, and you could just take a poker chick and flick it.
So how much do you get for a bounty? Because it has
$20. It's a 40. It's a 40 plus 3 buy-in. 20 goes to the bounty. 20 goes to the pool. What's worse about that is I may have considered doing another buy-in. Probably not, but I was like right after the rebuy period ended too.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get in, would you have?
Yeah. No.
Because I know it happened to Canuck. He just as everything ended, that's when he got taken out.
Well, she sucked out on him. She sucked out on another person when she hit her flush on the river, and then she sucked out on me with that ace on the river. So that's 3 suckouts tonight.
So I take it since there was 2 people in on that all-in call against you, did they end up chopping the pop and chop the
Yeah, they
bounty too?
chopped it.
So they chopped the bounty also.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense because next to Callie's name, we've got $70 in bounties.
Was this a PKO? Progressive?
No, that's why I was wondering why it
Oh,
was
that
70.
she. Oh, okay, not 80, huh? Okay, gotcha. I thought maybe she was worth 70 if somebody took her out.
No,
That's why I thought it was a
it shows in the
PKO.
lobby how much they've earned in bounties already.
Okay, gotcha.
And there's a couple people with an odd number, not an even number, and they must have chopped the bounty.
Gotcha.
Well, Blinga, is it Blinga? Blinga? Is that how you pronounce that name?
Bill, it's Bill and GA. The unicorn. You mean the unicorn?
Well, he's killing it. He's already got 120 in bounties.
Yeah. Well, it's because he will call, but he's only at 23. He's only at 26,000 right now. So he must have made some calls where he was behind too. I'm guessing to try to get the bounty.
Ooh, there's Blizzard. That player's a good player. They were at the final table the first game I played.
I'm looking
Sometimes
at
these
this.
bounties.
I'm looking at this table, and in my opinion, probably the best player at this table right now is probably. I mean, Bill's a great player, but probably Edie's a really great player. I mean, I think
Yeah, I think so too.
She won. Was it September? No, sorry. In August, she won the Bluffers Poker Player of the Month. She had the best month in terms of profitable.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess some people do a bounty game. They're not playing for the prize money. They're playing for the bounties, and they can get more money in bounties than they can in the prize pool.
Yeah.
I would think that's their thinking.
Yeah, we just lost a player.
I mean, 2 bounties pay for your buy-in already, and then after that, you're pretty much free rolling it.
Yeah, I lost. I didn't make a bounty. Man, well, you know me. I only played 3% of my hands tonight. And everyone, and it ran to 2 sets, and then got rivered at 90 when I was 92%. So yeah, not a good night for old Eric tonight. I think I don't think I'm going to play tomorrow. I'm just not running good, and I need to take a couple days.
But see, I've heard that saying, take a couple days off, but I've done that before. I've taken a couple weeks off, come back, and guess what? Nothing's
Yeah.
changed.
Well, I did that this month. It's been a rough month for me. Let's see, PKRQT, that's out, called by Bifleman, Dan. Let's see, is he going to call that in a 6-3-4 flop? He's calling that. So someone's got an overpair right here.
This
And
is
I'm not
pretty
sure
nice.
what she's going to call. So PKR, I'm wondering what he has, but someone's got an overpair right now. That's the only thing I can think, besides an ace, before the ace came. Ace 7, ooh.
There's going to be some
So,
pretty money up for grabs tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he had to call that one to hit the gut shot, but I don't get the call trying to call on a gut shot. and PKRT had jacks. That was a great flop. When the ace come, that's a little dangerous bet, but you gotta bet it. There's 3,000 left. You've got to bet it.
You guys are already down to 15 players out of 42. There's a lot of money in that pot.
Yeah.
$1,600.80. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Plus your bounties.
Yeah.
Nice money.
Do they still have that? I can't remember the name of it. A long time ago, when there was a lot of online sites, where that program that you can tag to the site and it
You
tracks
mean
all
the
your hands.
well, we had with Bluff, we had the Poker DB, right, where you could look at you could track your opponent's play and so forth, because we used to scrape all the bigger sites out there. You could use the HUD system that we had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
So
they
it
still
might
have
have
that kind of thing around?
well, I think there's Shark Scope still, but when we sold to Churchill Downs, they took that and they shut everything down. They were smart. They would have sold off at least the Poker DB, because that had a lot of value to it, and we had a giant database there. 350,000 people were using that.
Oh, that's a big database.
Shark
Right.
Scope.
So let's
That's
see
what
if
I was
Belinga's
checking
going to
out.
call here. I'm interested. Biffelman's probably got Ace King. I'm guessing somewhere around there. Maybe we'll see. And he called with Ace 7, so we'll see what happens. But I would think out of the three that are calling that are still in the hand, that Belinga might be one to call here, especially if he has an ace.
This gonna be tricky.
He folded.
Oh, nobody called. There was a lot of chips to take down.
I don't know. Are we all watching the same table? I got the table up with Blizzard Jesse
Yeah,
on it.
sure. We're watching the same
Same
table.
Okay.
table.
Just making sure we're still watching the same table. Oh, we only got 2 tables left, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Heel, if you're here, send me a private message and let's try to bring you on. We'll send you the link. I'll send you the link to get on with us. So send me a private message on Telegram, and I'll get Pam. Can you send me the link?
In Telegram?
Yeah, just send it to me. Are you on? Yeah, just send it to me on Telegram. We're on break now.
I gotta figure
I
out
know
how.
Mike was out early, so he's probably steaming too.
I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying to learn how to do a private message here.
I just click on my name, look at the @ find my name in there, and just press on it.
I see it. Okay, there it is.
All right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, just
Oh, that was not what I want.
you send me the link. I'll send it to Mike. Mike, Pam sending me the link. I'm going to get it to you. All right. Let me just.
That looks like it's pretty long though.
It's all right. And that's the one that you sent me.
Yeah, I copied it straight out of.
All right. And Mike's playing. He's still playing. He's on a second buy-in. I'm not so lucky.
That's an awful long link, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's he'll figure it out. Mike, if you don't have Mike, if you need help with it, let me know. But all you have to do is just click that one and sign your name, and then click send, and you'll get in to this. Who was that? Was that your cat or a dog or something?
Yes, it's one of our cats.
It sounded like someone said "ow."
Yeah, she's a talker. She complains a lot.
Mike, is it?
Yes.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hi there.
I haven't paid attention. Where are you and Chips right now?
Not good. I'm about, I don't know, I'm not too far from being out here. Let me look. It says I'm 7 of 15 right now.
That's not bad.
I got put out pretty quick. Bill took me
The
out
unicorn.
early.
What happened?
He had 9, 10, king, queen on the board, jack hit on the river.
That doesn't
So
surprise.
he got me good.
Yeah. So he rivered you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his defense, I do think I checked it down on the turn. I had a hand, but checked it, and he caught the river. So
What did you have?
let me go back and look. It was early on. Let me look at my hand history. If it shows that hand history, it might not show before I did my second buy-in.
So tell us, Mike, where are you from?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
I can sense a little bit of that southern voice in there.
Yes, sir.
Wait, Mike. We've known each other for what, almost over 20 years. Have you always been in Tennessee though?
Yeah. Well, I moved around. I'm born and raised in Tennessee. I've moved around a lot because I'm in the Army.
Right.
So yeah, I'm back in Tennessee now. I was in Tennessee when we met, but yeah, I've moved around a lot in between.
Yeah, because you've been to Atlanta a lot. Because I've seen you multiple times.
Yeah,
We,
so I
we,
had family in Alpharetta, which is
right.
one of the suburbs there, as you know. But
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes from me.
yeah.
Well, I've been to Nashville once. We were coming back from a no prep drag race out in Kentucky, so we decided to make a pit stop through Nashville, go down on Bourbon Street because the driver wanted to. His set goal was to go to the Kid Rock Club.
Hey, yeah.
So I got to experience the Kid Rock Club for probably about 20 minutes.
Yeah, Nashville's become quite the tourist area.
Going down Bourbon Street kind of reminds me of going down Fremont Street in Vegas. It's kind of got that little bit of party scene, or the Strip
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Crazy. Who's at your table right now, Mike?
Well, Jeremy just got put out. It looks like we got Carla G, Jet J07,
Yeah.
Julie, Bluff and Muffin, Code for Aces, Mancoon, and Mrs. Juggernaut.
Okay. I don't know Mrs. Juggernaut, but I know Mancoon. He lives down in Florida. Kenny.
Wish I would have played that last hand. I had Ace 5 suited under the gun and folded, and the flop came 6-5-5.
It always happens.
Boy, Eric, you got the scoop on all the players. You know their first name, their last name, where they're from. Do you even know their children's names?
Eric knows everybody.
Well, I mean, all these people. Well, a lot of them are lips, and then a lot of the guys are from Bluff guys. So I've known a lot of these guys for a long time.
You probably even know their pets' names, don't you?
I don't know about that.
They're all members of his club. We knew all of our members. We knew inside and out.
Yeah, we had a pretty big following from Australia, believe it or not.
No shit, right?
Australia and the UK was our two biggest countries, and we had a lot of members from both of those countries.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that club that was out a long time ago? It was called Patriots Poker Club, I think it was called. It was a bunch of Air Force guys that started it. Well, we brought them on one time and interviewed them. We did it at like 7, 8 o'clock our time here, but they came on at like 4 a.m. their time because they were all in Afghanistan at the time.
Jeez.
And we're like, what was that big boom? They're like, don't worry about it. It's just a bomb going off. It happens all the time. God. One of our traditions we used to do for like a long time is on New Year's, we would ring in the New Year's with Australia since they were one of the first ones to ring in New Year's. So we would call them up. We'd have to get up at 6 o'clock our time to ring them in at midnight their time.
Yeah, we used to do a lot with remember Mike? Remember Screaming Eagle Poker? Isn't that? Didn't you introduce me to those guys?
Yeah. I actually introduced Eric. Yeah, it was Felix.
Yeah.
They were overseas doing poker tournaments while they were stationed over there and deployed. And so Felix reached out to me, and I'm still in the Army, but I was in the Army at the time as well. And so I linked up Eric and Bluff Magazine with Screaming Eagle Poker. Eric and the guys sent all kinds of stuff overseas as like prizes for their weekly games they had over there, and that's kind of how that came together.
We used to send over like all cartons of magazines, T-shirts, a bunch of like goodies and stuff like that. But we also sent to other, not just Screaming Eagle Poker, but other bases as well for the military guys who are away.
I think I kind of vaguely remember that name, Screaming Eagle.
Yeah, they played with us.
But I tell you what, you can't send nothing nowhere no more. We were gonna try to send a T-shirt to Australia, and what it cost like $45 just to send a T-shirt to Australia. Well, that was during COVID too, because that COVID, they weren't shipping nothing nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, mail kind of came to a stop.
But still,
right now.
shipping overseas is kind of expensive nowadays.
Yeah, I have my main business is I've got a CBD business, which I'm trying to. Next week we'll have our buyer who's waiting for financing right now, but he'll buy us. But we won't even ship to Canada because it's just too expensive, and we're all e-com, so it's it's really expensive with tariffs and taxes and. Belinga, which date? Belinga, hold on one sec. 3 King 2 flop. Belinga bets out $3,800. PKR goes all in for almost 17,000, over 17,000, and Belinga folds. So Belinga was taking a stab at it, I'm guessing. All right, Bifleman bets out $3,200. And Belinga will probably call, I'm guessing. Let's see. Yeah, he's got. Let's see. See what Bifleman does. Belinga runs really good, doesn't he, Mike?
Bill is really good, but he also runs really good too. So
that's why we call him the unicorn. Always ahead, always behind.
And when he's behind, he gets ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And any position, anytime he's in position, he's going to bet too. Almost. I mean, he's got to have a really bad hand if he's not betting in his position.
I don't know if you would call it a skill or what, but it's a good thing to have when you run good.
He runs pretty good.
He does. He's a good player. He's a real good player, but he has that I guess the benefit of running good and playing good.
Yeah, this is true. Let's see what happens. Callie raises 4,800. Bill folds. Bifleman, what's he going to do? Fold. And Blizzard. Yeah, fold. All right. Uneventful hand. I want to see if everybody folds to Bill if he's going to bet out. And if he hits any ace, it doesn't matter if he hits any ace. If he has ace 4 and someone's got ace 10, and the flop comes ace 2 1 or ace 2 king or something like that, he's going to call that all the way down, and I swear he's going to hit that 4. He will hit that 4 if someone's got ace queen. So Bill did bet like I thought he would. In position. I knew it. Oh, I knew that was coming. I knew it. I could have written the script. What do you think he's got there, Mike? Ace queen maybe, Jack, King Jack maybe, King Queen.
I have no idea. I just flopped a flush, and then the fourth flush card came out on the river, and so somebody with one of the flush cards beat me.
Oh, jeez.
I had 6-5 suited, flopped the flush, and then on the river another spade came, and a queen of spades was on one of the other hands. So,
did you fold?
No, I didn't. I left. I got 8.4 big blinds and 13th out of 14.
Oh, jeez. What? Who hit on you?
Carla got me on that one.
Yeah, Carla. She's a good player, but
yeah, she had king queen with the queen of spades, and the flop was queen 10 8 of spades. I had 6-5 of spades, and the jack of spades hit the river.
That's brutal. Brutal.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, when I won the trip, I had 0.6 big blinds when I was 13 of 14, and I'm 13 of 14 now with 8.3 big blinds. So we won't give it up just yet.
Not yet. Yep. That's when I a couple Fridays ago when I beat Bill. I think I was down to like 5,000, and he had like 100,000 or something. I don't even know what it was. It was a lot, and I came back too. So, but I had to play certain hands. I mean, I had no choice. I mean, I think one hand I was forced to go in. Ace Jack versus 10-10 from Callie. Looks like she'll probably take this unless not. Yep, Callie just took out Jesse, and now she's sitting with 100,000 right now.
I think Callie's running hot the past couple weeks too, so she's. And
the crazy thing is, the hand that she won just won 10 is the one I went out with, to her ace 2.
Makes it sting worse.
Oh yeah. Let's see if Bill's gonna. Is Bill gonna call here to Edie? When Edie starts thinking she gets low, she starts pushing. Bill calls. So Bill's got ace what? Blizzard's not gonna call here.
I hope he didn't call with an ace 2.
You never know with Bill. Ace 9. Ace 9's within his range.
5-6.
Yeah. I don't get it. I am kind of surprised he didn't. I'm surprised he called there. That's very, very aggressive call.
Oh, I'll tell you another thing that's frustrated when the players at the table says, "Oh, I gotta go. I got a date or something," and then they push all in because I gotta go, and they end up winning. I gotta go and push all in, and they win. And next thing you know, they're the damn chip leader. I've seen that happen many a times too.
Yeah.
I opened up your guys' table so I can see it too. I'm looking at both tables now.
It's an all in again.
Yeah. Who knows what he's got? I think I gave Bill too much credit when I think, does he have ace 9 or something like that? I didn't think for a minute that he was calling 5-6. Even suited. That's a low percentage call right there.
Bill could have anything.
This is true. This is true. He's in again. Ooh, what's he got? Ace king. Oh,
Damn.
it wakes up with aces. Oh my
There you
gosh.
go. There
The
you go.
unicorn. The unicorn is back.
My man.
The unicorn. That's why we. Now you guys know why we call him the unicorn. The fact that his aces held up is well, he dominated Callie. So
Yeah, she would have needed 2 kings at the board or straight.
well, no, he was like after the flop, he was 98%.
The only thing the other ace king could have had was hit a whole bunch of kings.
She had to go king. That's it.
Yeah. But see, ace king is the hand that I can't beat and I can't win with it.
Yeah, I can't win with that one or tens or sevens or nines. Mike will tell you, I take some pretty ridiculous beats. I think Mike and I
Eric
are like
does.
tied for like run bad.
Yeah, I am definitely running like Eric today.
Oh, that's a big bet. I don't get it. I know because he's afraid that Belinga would go all in, but man, you put out 25,000 maybe and then call it. That's just a big bet. All right. What has she got? Tens, nines, queen. What?
Wow.
That's
Biffle was short stack there, so
What do you have? How much do you have pre-flop? Let me go back and look. He had,
he had like 10 big blinds.
but it seems like he could have picked a. I don't know, but that's when you think you understand poker.
Now, let me ask you guys: if you're short stack, would you rather be the pusher or the caller?
I'd rather push.
I was going to say I'd always rather be the pusher.
Unless I'm sitting there with aces or a big hand, right? Then it's easy to call. But if I have 9-9, I'm probably not pushing all in right there either. I'm probably just 3-betting right there. I mean, Belinga. I know why she did it because Belinga's been pushing a lot, but now he's also got a stack back. So he was just trying to chip. He was just trying to chip up right there. But I don't know. I think a 3-bet would have, maybe even a 4x bet would have been good. But Callie had the stack to do it too. So no one was going to.
I feel like there's several ladies that like to push the big, like all in with
with
anytime
middle.
they have the Broadway, when they have the Broadway cards or a big pocket pair.
Yeah.
I see that push a lot.
I see it a lot. And in fact, I have never seen it so much until some of these ladies started playing. Callie will do it. Edie will do it. There's a couple others that they'll do. Punt Box will do it too.
I'm about to get it all in here. We'll see how this goes. Everybody folded.
Yeah. What'd you have?
I had king queen offsuit with 3 big blinds. They bought me one more round.
That's good. So right now at the table, we've got PKR at 60,000, Callie at 58, Edie at 37, Bill at 38, and Biful at 36, and Blizzard at 17. So average stack's probably about, I'm going to say 45 or so. Blizzard's at 22. I've been talking to Lizard a lot. Liz a lot. And she's a lovely lady. She lives in Fulton, Sacramento. I used to go to Sac State, so I've been talking a little bit about Sacramento. And I believe she's a 49er fan or a Giants fan as well. So we talk about that. We talk about living in California. She likes to travel by train, which is kind of fun. If anyone's ever traveled by train, it's kind of cool, man. It's just relaxing, and you don't have to do anything. You can kind of just sleep or watch Netflix or just see the sights. But train travels, I've done it a few times.
Would you
So
travel
we've
one
got
of those new high-speed trains that get up to like over 100 miles an hour?
I don't know about that. Ace 4 to 1010, and Blizzard's about to double up. So Blizzard doubled up to 50,000. PKR is down to 38. So that was people are getting into push mode. Blinds are at 2,500 right now. Belinga. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there you go. All right. Biflin is pushing for 36,000. I wouldn't be surprised if Belinga calls here. There you go. Queen Ace, Ace King on the
Wow.
flop. 9, and he's got 0 chance. And and our Dodger fan hit 73,000. Bill is out, and Bifleman takes down a bounty.
And 2 more players go out, you hit the final table.
The way it's looking, I'm going to be one of those 2 players.
Here's what you're playing for. 5th place is 87.08. 4th is 116.13. 3rd place is 154.86 cents. 2nd place is $206.51. 1st place is $275.42.
I'm about to shove right here. Well, I was going to shove, but everybody folded to me in the big blind.
What'd you have?
6s.
Yeah.
I had
Well,
3
Blinga
big
didn't do
blinds and
that.
pocket 6s.
Blinga went out with $140 in bounties.
Yeah.
Bill hit some crazy hands for those bounties. I was at the table with him for a long time.
He does.
Like, he was running hot.
I think that's why he probably pushed you guys bounties. I think he had 2 buy-ins today, if I'm right. Could be wrong. That one I
So
was looking.
he won more in bounties than 4th place payout. So
That'll happen.
I'm shoving here again with my 4.3 big blinds. We'll see how it goes. I had
I'm sure
6s
he's pretty
again.
happy with that.
Everybody
Let's hear what he
folded.
says.
I was on the button with 6s again and took the blinds.
At that point, you just want 1 call. So we've got Edie and Bifleman. I never even know how to pronounce what his name is.
I think it's
Queen
Biffle. I think it's Biffle, but I think maybe he was a race fan, like, and followed Biffle back in the day.
I don't know anything about racing. But I do know that he's into cars.
Yeah, I think maybe he's an old school Greg Biffle fan.
Oh, okay. I never knew what that. I don't even know who that is. So
You know everything about poker, but you don't know nothing about racing.
I used to work at Sears Point too many years ago, and I left when the races came because I just could not stand the smell of like the exhaust. So, but Pete has always been a car guy.
Then you would be in big trouble standing next to one of these drag cars that run methanol. Oh my God. You want to talk about eyes burning? Still got 10 players remaining.
How many players are remaining? 10?
10.
All right. This is a pretty decent sized table right now. I mean, there's a lot of chips on there. Mike, who's the chip leader on your table?
Carla.
Okay.
By far, she's the chip leader at our table.
How much does she have?
She has. I have mine set to blind, so she has 33.5 big blinds.
Okay.
Which is 85,406, which is also your chip leader the whole tournament.
Yeah, Cali was at 100,000.
Let me see. So Carla has 83,008 or 556 right now.
Your top five got pretty much almost
No,
close.
I think Pete now is the chip leader. He's got almost 90,000.
Oh, is that your race car guy? Yeah, he just jumped up to first place with 91,000.
347 flop. We got Pete and Blizzard, Liz. I don't know why I call Blizzard. I have my brother's wife is Liz, and I call her nickname is Lizard. So I think I was calling her Lizard, but Blizzard, Lizard.
And your short stack is Jet at 7,423. Only got 2.9 blinds.
That's Jet.
Jet, correct.
Yeah, Jet. That's Melody Januko. She's a really good player. She seems like she's always at the final table. And here's some trivia, which I just found out, that she has an identical twin sister, and I have an identical twin brother, and her sister is hopefully about to start playing on the site too. So she may be second Jet. Twin Jet, maybe Twin Jet.
Well, your number 3, Eddie, in the third spot right now is up there with 47,000, has 0 bounties.
Ooh, here we go. 10 Queen, and called by Ace King again. Jeez. So Pete just takes a big lead over Callie, who had Queen 10, and I didn't even see what happened. I think she probably raised and called, and
Jet just beat me. She had Ace-6 suited versus my Jack-8 suited.
oof, so you're out?
No, well, I had more chips. I got 1.7 big blinds left.
Chip in a chair, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
We got Edie in with Blizzard right now. Doesn't look like anyone will take a stab at it. 9 King to King 9. Oh, they both have the same hand, and they split the pot.
Well, your
If
chip
anyone
leader,
cares about the baseball game, the Yankees are beating Cleveland 8-6.
All right, here we go. My last 1.3. Let's see. I have a suited hand here, so.
Oh, the wrong suit's going to come out then.
No, everybody folded to me. That's crazy.
With 1.5 big blinds?
I had 1.3 big blinds. The big blind folded to me.
I don't even get that. How much did the person next to you have?
Everybody, the other smallest stack is 4.5 big blinds, but 9 and 8 big blinds folded to my 1.3 big blind raise.
That's weird.
Yeah. I thought for sure that's a call with any two.
Right. Well, we're not hand for hand. What's the right now?
I'll take it. I'll take it all day long, but
yeah,
I would have called with any two there if I was calling against them.
Ooh, we got a Jack 3 Queen flop with 3 people in it. Blizzard comes out with 7,800 bet, and everybody else folds.
okay, there. I'm looking at the tournament lobby. There's a couple names that are still in, and they have numbers and not quotation marks, but brackets. What does that mean? Is that how many times they rebought?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got put out. I had 10-8 against my Queen 5, and a 5-10-7 came out.
Oh, jeez. Why wouldn't it? Well, congratulations. You let everybody else make the final table.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah, you and me both, brother. You and me both.
Okay. And pull up the final table.
Yeah. Oh, I lost it there. Let me pull it back.
All right.
up.
So we've got Mancoon, which is Kenny. We've got Carla at Mancoon at 36. Carla with 82. EDC, which is Sarah, at 44. PKRK, I'm not sure who that is, at 27. Jet, which is Melody, with 19. Code for Aces is Peggy. And we got Biffled Dan, or whatever his name is. I can't even pronounce that. That's Pete. And then Blizzard, which is Liz. So I know all these people.
I think Pete is actually Biffle is the man.
Oh, Biffle is the man. Yeah, right. Biffle is the man. That is it. You're right. It's like remember Belinga. Everybody's just like, what is Belinga? It's like, it's Bill and GA. We're like, nah,
Bill in Georgia, yeah.
yeah, it's just Belinga.
Oh, I was going to say Billings, Montana.
No, Bill and GA. I actually had lunch with him the other day. We went to this restaurant called Hoboken Cafe, and he goes there so much he's got a table, literally a table with his name on it.
That's funny.
And they come up and it's like they all know him, and they're like, we start ordering, and like we don't charge Bill for drinks or chips or anything like that. He's definitely a regular there.
Shoot, the only place that we've ever been regulars at is a bar. We walk in and they have our beer ready for us by the time we get to the bar.
Oh, that's nice. It's funny. My son is 22, but when he turned 21, last October, and we met him for the first time to go have a beer with him at this bar kind of by his school. He goes to Kennesaw State, and my wife and I we walk in, and then Jack comes in about 20 minutes later, and the bartender goes, "Hey, Jack." I'm like, "How do you know this guy? He's been 21 for like 3 days."
Uh-oh. That might say something. He might have been hitting that establishment before he was 21.
Well, like everybody, like every other kid, he has a fake ID, so or had a fake ID. Now my 18-year-old has it.
He has that Eric charisma.
Yeah.
I think it's Colorado IDs now. It's got all those holograms on it and all
Yeah,
kinds
you can
of
order
stuff.
them. I mean, you can order them, and they look exact. I mean, they're the same. In essence, the same thing. So someone's got some sort of racket going on. $50,
really?
$50, and I'll get you an ID.
Can I get a $50 passport?
I don't know about that, but because I think you have to swipe the passports now.
Ooh, I paid $190 for mine to get it expedited.
Oh, are you? Did you ever talk to Yvonne yet?
I haven't yet. I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. We had a pretty busy week with my Army team, so I'm going to reach out to her tomorrow morning and let her know that I'm good to go for the trip.
Did you book your ticket yet?
I haven't. I'm going to get that tomorrow as well. They're actually better than I thought they would be. They're not too bad to get there. So
how much is it? How much is it to go?
It looked like it was going to be about 1,200 to 1,400 round trip.
Oh, okay.
So it's not too bad.
No, I mean, shit. I didn't have a passport, but I've got over 2 million miles, and I'm just accumulating them because I never go anywhere.
Geez, that should be enough for a private jet, isn't it? 2 million frequent flyer miles.
Well, it's don't think I'm this big baller, right? Because with our company, we pay for everything on American Express, and we just accumulate points.
So, Mike, when you go over, if you get stationed overseas now and travel, do you still have to have a passport?
Not if you get stationed overseas.
So you can still travel on your military ID like it used to be when I was in?
Yeah.
Because that kind of freaked me out. I was in the Air Force in the 80s, and I was on like 19 years old, and I got stationed in Italy, and we get over there, and we get up to customs, and at the time, they get into Rome, Italy, and there's people standing around with machine guns and everything pointed at you. They're like, passports, passports, passports. I'm like, I don't have a passport. I'm like, what do I do? And luckily, there was a family traveling with me that was being stationed there too. He says, just show me your ID. I'm like, oh, shoo, I was sweating.
Yeah.
Because they didn't tell me that when I traveled overseas that just use your ID as a passport. I'm like, they didn't tell me anything. They just said, you're going to Italy.
All right. Biffle just raises 6,000. Get called by PKR. Flop comes 9-10-5. Let's see what happens here. He should have just bet out 12,000, put them all in, and made him play for his life. Edie's running hot. She's at 68,000 now. Edie's always at the final table. So is Jet. So is Peggy. Peggy's at a lot of final tables. Carla is. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people are always at the final table. Kenny Mancoon, he's won one tournament, but he's usually at a final table. He's been playing really well lately. Ooh, 10-7-9, all hearts flop. Check to Carla. Carla bets 13,000.
Ooh, that's a lovely flop.
Biffle is demand. It folds. And if you got a straight flush, Carla, you got to show it. That's the rule. So Carla's at 105. Biffle's at 122. So you don't want to get, you don't want to get big stack versus big stack. You want to take the little stacks out before you start going after the bigger guys.
I felt like Carla probably had one heart in position there.
Yeah, probably. PKR's all in for 9, almost 10,000.
Blizzard's going to auto call here.
Yeah, 10-8 versus ace-8. So you can, oh, nope. So PKR goes. Blizzard's up to 64 with ace-8 suited, and she hit her ace-high flush.
Two away from the money.
I met with Bill the other day to talk about a better system to name the player of the month, because I've just been kind of looking at stats here and there. I can't look at everything, and we decided that we're going to award points to people who make the final table. So I think that's or how much you cash for, but it might be based on how much you cash or points on the final table, but it's going to be one of those, and only bluffer events are going to count.
That seems like a pretty good system.
Yeah, because right now I'm just kind of thumbing it a little bit, but I am looking at the reports. Every Monday we get a report how people have done, and it hasn't been that hard so far to name it. Amy to win one September, and she had a monster month as well. And obviously, I never, with me, I'm not eligible because that's not good for business. We almost got it straight on the board here.
I forgot how we used to do our leaderboard back in the day. I think we would take
Inject
the
it down.
top 10 of each tournament, get points.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that. I think I have Bill and GA is going to basically keep tabs of that for me. And then I have someone who will do our leaderboard for us. Just put it up. I'll put it up, but they'll do a graphic and everything. Biffle is demand, puts out 12K, fold. Carla shows 3-5. Biffle doesn't show anything.
I don't think he ever shows anything.
No. Neither does Suited Jacks. She never shows. And neither does Knit Chick. Mancoon bets out 8,000. Edie, is she going to call? It's only a 1-unit raise. Let's see what happens. Yeah, she's called for sure. 6 Queen King on the flop. Let's see. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I feel like Mancoon has a big hand. If you got 5 big blinds,
yep,
and you're not betting your whole stack, I feel like you're trying to bait somebody into the hand.
It would seem like it. Blinds are 2-4 right now. 2,000, 4,000. 9-6 ace on the flop. 11,000 in the pot right now. Queen on the turn. Check. Jet bets out 5,700. Edie folds. Jet, again, the other night when Jet won, she was short stacked again, and she was short stacked and she came back and won. It seems like that happens a lot on this site, where the short stack will come back and win, except for on Wednesday when Kathy, man, I think from the first stand, it was determined that she was going to win.
Yeah, she was hitting everything against me that night. I was like, oh my gosh.
You and me both. And the Yankees just won too. God, I hate the Yankees and the Dodgers.
I haven't followed baseball in a while. Well, I have no reason to. Colorado Rockies suck. They're horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. They can't get pitching there, and it's not conducive to pitching. Carla bets out 12,000. Jet can't call. She has to push. Everybody folds.
I
She was
think they just
thinking,
smoke too much weed up in Denver. I think that's what it is.
yeah, it could be. But I think the players still get tested. I don't know if they are.
I don't know if they test the Rockies or something. I don't know. They haven't had a team in a while.
No, they've been terrible.
Well, they're not the worst team. What team was that I just seen on the news the other day? There was
Oh,
one
White
team that
Sox. Oh, God, they are terrible. All right, Blizzard bets 12. Carla calls 12. And what happens? 2-6-4 flop. Blizzard is pushing. Carla is going to call probably. What'd she call here? Yeah. 9 ace. Ace, ace. Oh. And
I was about
Blizzard
to say
wins.
it. Yeah, I was
Blizzard
about to
wins
say I
100.
don't understand why Blizzard didn't raise all in with 10 big blinds, but now I get it.
Yeah.
She wanted the aces to get paid off.
Yep. But sometimes you can make a big overbet. When people look at it as an overbet, they'll call you just thinking that you're trying to take it in position, because she wasn't in position to. Well, she wasn't in position, but she was trying to isolate herself with only one other person in between her. All right, King Jack 10, this action flop. Mancoon takes it down. She's got 38,000 now.
blinds are up.
Yep, 25-5. Code for aces bets out 5,000. Ooh, called by Blizzard. Mancoon folds. Carla checks. Queen 5-10. Check by Carla. Code bets out 16. Fold. And Carla holds. And Peggy now sitting with 59. And third in chips now. Right now you've got Biffle is the man leading at 111, Blizzard second, and Code for Aces third with 59. Blizzard's got 92. Geez, Edie gonna make a play? No. Ooh, Jack, Ace, 8, all clubs. So everybody's either holding diamonds, spades, or hearts right now.
I still think
Blizzard
it could
bets
be
up
anybody's game at this table right now because everybody's still got a pretty good chip
100%.
stack to push around.
Yep, 100%.
Everybody's still dangerous right now.
So you're a twin, identical twin, huh, Eric?
I am.
That's pretty cool. I never knew that.
Yep, my brother lives in Idaho. He just moved from California, had to get out of California. It was too expensive. And even though his business is there, but he didn't like the school systems. He's got smaller kids. His kids are 7 and 10. So he wanted them to go to a better school than where he lived.
Can't blame him.
Yep.
They're closing schools left and right out here in Colorado because enrollment is down.
Really? Wow.
A lot of people are homeschooling now.
Yeah, and where we are in Cobb County, I swear there's three high schools, 4 high schools, and probably a 2-mile radius from me, and they're all just packed. But I mean, this is the best school district in Georgia, from what I understand, and everybody wants to be in this area because of the schools. So we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing schools increasing.
They are down here, but not by American students.
Well, I got a little inside tip. I don't know if it's an inside tip or what. Probably the world knows, but my nephew just went down to Arlington, Texas. Well, somewhere down in Texas because he works for a big construction company. He does concrete work, but he went down there to build a big ass Elon Musk mining
Oh,
company.
well, good for him.
So sounds like Elon Musk is going to start doing crypto mining.
Yeah. Oh, so it's actually crypto. Yeah, I've got some crypto.
Yeah, it's a crypto mining center.
That's crypto. Bitcoin right now is at 67. The high's around 70. I think 71, 72. So it's close
That's
to the
just
top.
crazy.
Yeah. Let's see.
I
Carla
had
bets
5
out
Bitcoins
12,000.
back in the day.
So we have more than that.
Carla takes a big pot. She's got almost 100,000 now.
This game is going quicker than than the other night, but I didn't realize the blinds are only 7 minutes. And the other night, Wednesday night, was 10-minute blinds.
Are they 7 minutes tonight? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and it's cut down like an hour of play already, just the 3 minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, rebuys. Yeah. The freeze out, we give it a little more time. I had a suggestion, and I'll talk to Mike about that. If we could do maybe a Saturday or Sunday tournament during the day, and maybe do like a $50 buy-in and make maybe 30-minute levels.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, deep stack like that, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Edie calls. Let's see if anyone's going to try to push it. No. King 9 ace, 4 people in it, 4 players in it, 2 spades. Carla bets out, almost 8,000. Edie folds. Biffle folds, Blizzard folds, Carla rakes 24, King 8. She had a monster.
Ooh, yeah.
That's when you want to rabbit hunt and see what you get. Jet deciding she's going to push. No, she just calls 5,000. Wow, I'm surprised about that. 429. Mancoon, if you're smart, you bet. There you go. Jet. So Mancoon's got a call here. Ace, ace, jack 8.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
for the men raised, Jet had to have a monster because otherwise you're all in there.
Right.
Well played. That was a well played hand.
Yep. Aces are getting paid tonight, too.
Yep. He played that perfect.
If there's anyone that can come back short stack, it's definitely Mel. There's a couple of people in this table who haven't won tournaments yet. Pete Biffle hasn't won one. Carla, I don't think, has won a Bluffers tournament yet, and Blizzard hasn't won one, but everybody else I think has. I'm not sure if Peggy, Code for Aces, has either, but I played her heads up one time for a tournament, and she's always there. All right, so Mancoon loses 6-9 to Ace-9, and nobody pairs.
Use
Sorry,
that
Kenny.
5.
And Edie takes down a bounty.
It looks like we are on the money bubble.
Yep. Who's next? Is there only 5 places paying right now?
Yep.
Wow. That's surprising because, well, how many people were in this tournament tonight?
42, I think.
42. Yeah, 42. That's a good, decent size for a bounty for a 43 buy-in.
I think it changes depending on how many people do one buy-in versus how many people rebuy. I think a lot of people rebuy in. It still keeps the prize pool top heavy because
Right.
if it went like where there's more people cashing, the better players could rebuy more times. And
Right.
so it kind of prevents the better players from rebuying 3 or 4 times to build the prize pool if
Right.
you keep it top heavy in a rebuy.
That makes sense. So Carla is the chip leader right now at 112, and Biffle's demand is at 111.
That's an ugly flop.
I would really expect Carla or Biffle here to take over on the bubble with their stacks. I mean, they still got vulnerable stacks with what everybody has, but when you're one of the chip leaders and the ICM considerations on the money bubble, I would figure they would be a little more aggressive.
Yep. He's thinking. There's a bet. Carla put out a 10,000 bet. Rakes a pot of 30, almost 31,000. She's up to 136. 80 shows the ugh sign, like how dare you, and blinds go up. Ooh, we got call, Biffle call, Blizzard call, Carla fold, Edie call. This would be a good point for Jet to push all in. Actually, if she has a hand.
It would be. It would be. Yeah, I agree.
Well, at 6,000 big blind, I mean the big blind at 6,000, 3/4 of the table is short stack now.
The only person that's going to call probably there at 28 might be Biffle.
Yeah, I was going to say the initial limper might be the only one calling a shove there, but if everybody else is limping behind, they're progressively weaker. Well, I say that, but Blizzard chose jacks. But that's kind of a weird play to limp after a limper with the jacks there.
Agreed. And Jet's only got what a little over 4 big blinds. Coach races.
I think if that was me after a limper, I'm probably shoving those jacks there.
Me too. I did that the other night when I had ace nine. I had ace nine suited, and it's probably Kathy. Kathy limps under the gun, and I push for I don't know, it's like 46,000, and she called me. She had ace queen suited. I'm like, you have ace queen suited under the gun. Why are you not betting it? Because if you would have bet, I would have just called, right?
I think she's done something similar to me, and I've questioned her too. Like, who limps ace queen suited?
Yeah.
And she was like, I do.
Yeah. I'm like, you got to bet that. She had such a massive stack. I'm like, why do you want 4 callers? Because at that point, you've got a lot of hands that are going to be able to beat you. Biffle bets out 11-5, 11-2. Blizzard folds. Carla folds. And he takes in 100. He's got 129. Back to the chip lead. So at this point, you're going to see Edie, Jet, and Code probably all shoving with any ace. I'm guessing right now. But then there you go. There's Jet. Ooh, Biffle calls.
Yeah, if I'm one of them, I'm shoving any ace, any king right now.
Yeah. King 10, ace jack, which happens on the river. 2, and Melody leaves on the bubble. Oh, she won. Oh, sorry, she won. Sorry, King 10. My bad. I just thought it was ace king for a second. So Melody doubles up 63,000. Now she can be a bit of a force. I see. I knew she's always short, and she always comes up. I mean, she gets her money in good. That's good job, Mel.
Biffle made a good call there.
Yeah, for sure.
in a bounty tournament on the bubble, I'm calling with King 10 there as well.
Yeah, me too. But I'm not calling with ace 2.
You can have nightmares tonight over that hand.
Yeah. Dude, I think I said it was 92, but I think it was 96% because only an ace could have beat me there. So they hit that 2-outer on me. Jet's in for 56. Blizzard thinking about it. She got 18. Is she going to call? I mean, I don't know how you can fold here if you're betting 18. There you go. Queen, ace 7, 4, 10, 5, and 2. And Jet is at 123 and the chip leader now.
Just like that in 3 hands.
I told you. That's how she does it. She's won 2 tournaments so far, and both times she's come from the bottom up. Edie pushing, as I said, it's push most time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's her turn. I just have a feeling she's gonna come back and win it. I don't know.
She's
probably got Broadway cards here.
Queen. Yep. Oh, she's Queen 8.
Even better.
9. Oh,
that hit.
Got her.
Yeah.
That
that's. Shame on you. Shame on you.
The worst thing is you go all in with queens and you go out on the money bubble.
Especially when Queens won the previous hand. All right, Pete, you owe Edie, I don't know what you owe her, but probably she likes cats, so you need to send her a big old thing of meow mix.
Some catnip.
Yeah. So now Pete is the chip leader at 140. I think he's got 141. This is a 141, 114, and 120 right now, and you got Code at 27 and Blizzard at 10. Who's going to have to push? Probably, I'm guessing if she might push this hand if no one bets.
And Blizzard's short stack that table squeaks into the money.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of sets the
9-9 king. You got a hand. Oh, what happens here?
Oh, on the river.
Oh, oh,
Well,
Carla, you
well,
owe
Blizzard
Blizzard,
takes
you
out
owe Blizzard,
$87.
you owe Blizzard a ticket to the Sacramento baseball game, or a train ride, or a ticket to the California State Railroad Museum, where I used to do public relations at, by the way.
If I'm Carla, I'm making that call with Ace 10 too, though.
Of course you are. I mean, geez, it's barely a blind, right?
Yeah. Not only is it barely a blind, but it's a bounty tournament as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to take that money.
For sure. I didn't make any bounties today.
I made one, but I bought in twice. So
No, I bought in twice. Dude,
I was down $60 tonight.
Yeah, I'm down. Well, I'm down 80.
Ooh, tens beat Ken 2 pair on the river.
Ugh. Yeah, my second buy-in, I played 3% of my hands.
Yeah, I heard you. I was listening while I was playing. I heard you talking about that.
Yeah, I was cold, and then I only played 2 hands in my first buy-in, and both people hit sets against me.
Well, Blizzard
That's
goes out
rough.
with $87.08 on the prize plus $60 in bounties.
Oh, not a bad night. Nice to see her have a little money. So Biffle's got 84. Oh, Carla's at 199. Jet's at 108. Code is at Peggy is at 2784. She's going to be pushing with any ace, I'm guessing now, especially now that the money bubble's over.
Well, check this out. Your chip
There you
leader,
go.
Jet.
And Jet will be calling. Is Carl? Jet's got to call here. I mean, this is it.
Jet. That's a call with any 2.
Yeah, Jack 8, Ace Jack. Ugh.
Here comes
Ooh,
the
we see a
heart.
heart come.
Oh,
And it's
the Jack.
Jack comes. Way to go, Peggy. So Peggy's got some. So it's all pretty even right now. It's 79, 71, 78, and 185 with Carla.
Well, the only player remaining that has 0 bounties so far is Jet, has 0.
Yeah. Ooh, 78,000 all in. Carla, is she going to call it after a 16,000 bet? I think she'll probably fold. Yeah.
Yeah.
5-5.
Ooh.
She'd pick a better time. And we're on break. Mike, are you working tomorrow?
I am.
Oof. Do you work 6 days a week?
Well, so I'm a career counselor now in the Army, and so I have units that I support in the Army Reserve.
Right.
And so anytime my units are working on the weekends, I have to be there on the weekends. And so this month, I have 6 units working tomorrow, so I have to be there for them. But this is the only weekend I have to work this in October.
Well, we lost Derek there for a second. He disappeared, went poof.
So yeah, I'll be up bright and early in the morning working.
I live right. I'm sure you heard of it. How long you been in the Army?
32 years.
Holy crap! They're almost getting ready to tell you you have to retire, huh?
Yeah, I got 2 more years. My mandatory retirement is September 2026.
I'm sure you heard of Fort Carson.
Yes.
That's in our backyard. We're only probably well, actually, every night at 10 o'clock when they play taps, we can hear it.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, funny story. Now that Colorado has legalized weed, Fort Carson is the post where most soldiers get discharged for popping up hot on their drug test.
I can believe it. Actually, you know what's funny is just not too long ago, Eric's back. No,
So,
bring him back in. They just came out. It was probably about a month or so ago. They came out with restricted places that the military is not supposed to go to, like bars, this and that, because of crime and all that.
Yep.
And guess where one of the places was that the military could not go was our mall.
Oh my goodness, that's
the mall.
terrible.
And And then they finally, about a couple weeks after that, they recanted it and says, okay, you can go back to the mall now because we hired security in the mall.
Wow. So yeah, I'm about 45 minutes or so south of Fort Campbell, and most of the restricted areas like there, like the strip clubs and the bars and stuff like that.
I
You
can't
gotta stay away
remember
from there,
listening.
man. You get in trouble.
Yeah. Not only did the military should know better that they can get in trouble in the strip clubs, the military tells us don't go to the strip clubs
Yeah.
because you can
Well,
get in
What,
there's
trouble.
was
yeah.
it? What was that? What was that movie with John Candy when he's like, "We're all heading to the bingo hall, and one thing led to another." Was that Stripes or I forgot what it was? But God, that was so funny. I think it was Stripes.
Yeah, with him and Bill Murray.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that for years, but that movie killed me.
Yeah, I
What's
haven't
funny
watched
is
that one in a long time.
one of the bars they restricted the military is just right up the street from us. It's really not that bad of a bar. It's just a tiny little hole in the wall.
Those are the best kind.
Usually it's because something happened there and the military's more, let's say, reactive than proactive. So if something
But
happened there, like a shooting or a stabbing, or if anything like that happened there, they're going to automatically ban it from the go-to places. Or if a soldier got in trouble there. Um,
but yeah,
when
I
I
was really
was,
shocked when they put the mall on there. I'm like, come on, the mall's been there forever. I mean, you can't even go to a mall now.
yeah. So when I was in Fort Jackson one time, one of the soldiers got in a fight with one of the, it was a bar fight actually, but one of the soldiers had gotten a fight with one of the football players from the University of South Carolina and basically busted a bottle over his head and like roughed him up pretty good. And then we ended up getting banned from that bar downtown in Columbia, South Carolina because of that fight between a soldier and one of the football players.
Oof.
Well,
Right.
we have one of the soldiers here at Fort Carson is up against charges. He's a bouncer at one of the clubs downtown and bounced somebody out. I mean, picked him up, slammed him out on the concrete, type bouncing him out, cracked their skull open. And he's a bouncer in one of the clubs that military are banned from.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy that he's even working there in that situation.
But he's up on charges for that. Actually, come to find out, that's the second club he worked at that he's got charges against for being too aggressive as a bouncer.
Hold on one sec. We got Coach Races
We
all
I
in.
think that we got a big hand here.
Yeah. Coach Races 40. She's Ace. You just lay down. Carla Ace. It's not
Oh
Ace. Ace.
man.
Show it. Come on, Peggy. Show it. Don't let her
Oh
hang.
yeah, that's a big laydown. I'm pretty sure Peggy had the queen, but yeah, that's still a big laydown by Carla.
Wow. She didn't bet. I don't think she bet enough. I think what'd she bet pre-flop? Let me go look at that hand.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm about to look at it too.
She bet.
Oh,
Eight.
she called with it.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I would have
Pre-flop.
never flatted with aces there.
Never.
Not
Not ever.
four-handed.
No way. Yeah. That's what happens. Don't slow play him.
I mean, I might
Especially
have made a min
four-handed.
raise, maybe a min raise or a 2.5 raise, but I'm never flatting with aces
I'm probably going to bet
four-handed
on
there.
that one. I'm going to bet probably about 18.5 on that one, maybe 20, but probably 18.5 because that's enough to get a
Yeah,
call.
yeah, that's about where I would be there.
Yeah, aces four-handed is a strong hand.
5-7. Huh? She shows 5-7 up 5-3-7 flop. She's up to 160 again. So nice laydown, Carla. I mean,
I was gonna say it looks like Carla might be the winner tonight. The way she's running and the big laydown
ooh.
too.
Biffle's demand bets out 74 all in. Jet folds. He picks up the blinds. Biffle's up to almost 90,000. 90,000. He's 97. 90,000 again. Yep. The blinds are getting so high right now. I mean, you got like 8 big blinds right now for Biffle. So these guys are all going to push right now.
I was gonna say right now it's still anybody's game.
Mm.
Even the small stacks have enough to take enough chips from the big stack where it's anybody's game.
Yep. And if you don't have a hand, they're letting it go. Hey, Mike, you're going to do the write up tomorrow. Are you doing screenshots, or do you need me to take them for you?
I haven't done any screenshots yet. I'm looking at my computer, so yeah. If you can send me some screenshots, that'd be great.
I haven't taken it until right now. Let's see, I'll take one for you.
I usually take them when I'm on my phone playing, but I've been on the computer playing tonight.
7-3 versus 3-3.
Oh wow!
So it takes Potts up to 114. Pete's at 75. Mel's at 71. Wow, Peggy was short for a while. So again, you can see how the pots can change, or how your hands can change things so quickly. Ace 7 king flop. You got Biffle and Carla. Carla bets out 8. Pete calls. Another ace comes out on the turn. Check. Let's see who's going to call. Who's going to flinch here? Pete bets out 18. Call. 7-9 and 6 king. Good call by Carla. I'd call there was king with checking.
Yeah, I would call. If I was going to make that play as Biffle, I would have either checked or bet all in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went with a small bet like that because it's too easy to call.
Yep. And it looks like it's a kind of what's up kind of bet. Let me see where I'm at.
Yeah. I would have shoved or folded there.
Biffle shoves. Code. What are you going to do? You're going to fold 2. Biffle's up to about 60,000. He's a short stack. He's got about 6 blinds left. He's going to probably push if there's a fold here. I'm guessing if Code just, what is she going to do? Oh, there you go. She's pushing all in. She sniffed it.
Yeah, that's a good move there.
Yeah. He can't call. He's folding. Posturing. You know when people are posturing online? Blinds are up 10,000 or 12,000 or 10,000, 510. Yeah. So Biffle's got 4 big blinds left. Code just bet out 40,000. Carla's folding. Code's got 130. Queens. There's queens. Carla shows an ace. Fold. Come on, man. Push it. Check. And I know right now Biffle's going, oh, I should have pushed there. They just checked.
I was gonna say if I'm Carla, I'm betting there, no matter what I got. After Jet checks with.
Well, it's just check raised. What's going on here? Carla, is she going to call, or was she just betting? She calls. 9 queen, Jack 6, ace. Ooh. And 144 over to Jack now. Jack 6. So I guess she was trapping her, but Jack 6 is a little bit of a odd hand. But that's what happens when you don't raise. You keep people with those hands right there. Biffle's in.
Yep.
All in right now. Who's going to call him? Who wants that? Who wants that bounty? And he takes the blinds. And he's back up to 61. Still the short stack. Fold by Carla. Jet. What's she going to do? You can bet 50,000 right now. Oh, and she folds to Biffle. See what happens here. Jet thinking, what's she going to do with Carla the big blind? So do I chance it? Am I going to let it go? Am I going to fold? Raise to 20. Oh, so this is a 1 unit raise. What's going on here? Who's biting?
She's gonna call. I guarantee you, Jet calls here.
There you go. Aces.
Yep.
Yeah. She played that before. I mean, we sniffed it out. I don't know how he didn't sniff it out.
Yeah.
And like that, 219, and she is the chip leader, and that's how she does it.
Yeah. There's no way I would have called in Biffle's spot there.
No. Second time she had aces, she pulled the same thing, and it worked twice.
Yeah.
As I said, right before she showed it, I'm like, this is aces. It has to be.
Well, she
Wasn't-
also she has a VPIP of 12, so she's raising there. I'm not calling her. I'm not calling her raise if I'm in Biffle's spot there where you got a VPIP of 12.
Right.
Wasn't Jet the short stack at the final table?
She was.
She always is when she's there, and then that's how she wins. She comes back, she grinds
Eric called it. Eric said she was coming back.
That's how she does it. Well, it's the twin power, obviously, because she's got an identical twin like me. Ooh, 11,000 bet on the. Ooh. Code is now at 120, 132. Carla is the short stack now, who was the big stack, and you can see how things change so quickly. Code calls the big blind. Ooh, raise Carla. Is this aces again? Kings, queens, aces. What's going on here? Who's sniffing it out?
A two big blind raise, that has to be a big hand, because if you don't have a big hand, you have to be shoving there.
Yeah.
If you don't have aces or kings or queens, you can't be min raising with 6.5 big blinds.
And she has aces right there with 2 kings on the board. Whew. Show it. If there's aces, you got to show it. Come on, show it. Carla doesn't show.
Yeah. I feel like she had something big.
And she probably didn't like the 2 kings right there. I wouldn't, anyways. Got 5, queen, 10. Code just called up to the big blind. Or no, Jet called up to the big blind. 6 on the turn. Who's going to bet first? Pot size bet will take it down, I bet. Well, maybe now this is a little different now, but I might bet 20,000, 23,000. See what Jet does. Got the stack to do it. 10,000. That's fishy. Very fishy.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, 31. Let's see what happens. Is she going to re-raise or fold? Oh, she folds. So that was just a little feeler bet.
Yeah.
But Jet might be playing on a reputation of making a little small bet when she's got a big hand. So, but Peggy sussed it out. She smelled it, sniffed it, and exploited it.
Yeah, there's a difference between a small raise pre-flop and a bet there on the turn as well, though.
All right. Ooh, action flop, 7-10 jack, all hearts, check by code. Carla, what's going on here? She bets at 11-8.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm Carla, I'm betting there after the check.
But I'm check. If I have a big heart, I may check there. If I have a heart, I may call $11,000 bet. I mean, that's not a lot. But then again, you got 17 big blinds, you've got 12 big blinds, and you've got basically 10 big blinds now.
Yeah.
Carla calling the big blind on the button. What's Jet going to do? Is she going to make a play? Does she have cards? Fold, code. What are you going to do? Are you going to push? Nope. Check. 7-8 jack, all spades.
I'm betting any two if I'm Carla here.
Yep. 14,000. She just bets out.
Yeah. That's pretty standard. That's pretty standard bet right there.
Yeah, and now Carla is 123 in second place. Code is at 108 and Jet 185. So again, the chips are just traveling around the table right now. Ooh, 36 bet. Bets out 36,000. Fold, fold. Jets back up to 200,000. Carla can't call with her 410, so she did show, but she doesn't show when she has a winning hand. Eight, six, Jack. Carla and Jet are in it. Carla, what is she going to? She's going to bet 17,000. Jet is going to what? Fold.
That was a good bet there.
Yeah. And
I
Carla.
would say with Jet having a VPIP of 14, I'm betting into her as well.
Yeah, 14%. Yeah. Well, she only has to play aces and win, right? But yeah, that is very low. And Carla's 32. But you're honestly going to go a lot lower. You're going to fold a lot more hands at the final table.
Yeah. But if you're down to the final three with a VPIP of 14, yeah, I'm betting into you to see,
Right.
are you going to play back at me or not?
10-9 in the pot. 9 queen. Queen sucks up. And Code is 120, 155 for Jet, and Carla at 121. So it is literally anyone's game right now. And again, all ladies at the final table are at the final three.
Ladies have been killing it lately.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're outnumbered now, though.
Yeah, we probably are. We always are, aren't we? Even when we're not, we are. Jet raises to 36. It's Carla folds. She got her VIP up to 15. There you go.
She's slowly coming up there.
Carla bets 24. Jet folds. Fold by Code. And Carla now has 130,000. Peggy is now the short stack, and Jet's 184.
I was going to say, everybody's a short stack at this point.
I know. Right. Carla shows an ace. Any ace right now you're playing.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, if I have any ace, I'm raising.
I'm not limping, though. I'm never limping. I'm probably min raising any bet that I'm making now, but the limp, I'm not limping anything.
No, especially on the button.
Yeah.
2, 8, Queen 7. Check by Carla. Jet bets 18. Carla probably going to fold. And Jet back up to 213,000. Carla at 110 and Code at 96. Code's going to have to start pushing right now. Close. 105 for Code, 109 for Carla, and Jet has a 2-1 chip lead on both. 24 bet, 24,000 bet. Is Carla going to call 1 unit raise? Or is she going to push?
This is either a shove or fold, yeah. I was going to say, you either got 3-bet all in or fold right there.
Yep. What's going to happen, Peggy? 12,000, you're limping. She raises. Code is calling. Ace 2-9 flop. Code is probably, she has an ace, she's going to push. There you go. She pushes all in. Call. Ace queen 8. Ooh, she trapped her. And Peggy is eliminated.
Yeah, I don't like the limp from Code there, because if I'm going to call a raise, I'm going to raise initially. I'm not going to limp then call a raise.
No, not at all. Well, not with eights there. With that stack size, you pretty much just got it.
Yeah, you gotta shove. You gotta shove there. You're probably still getting called by the ace queen, but you gotta shove there. I'm not ever limping and then calling a raise in that position.
No, and look right now, Jet has almost all the chips right now, and she was the shorty.
Yep. You called it when it was at 8 people left at the final table.
That's what she does.
How many wins is this for her if she wins?
This will be her third. She won. I think she won last. Did she win last Friday? Yeah, she won last Friday. She won this tournament last Friday.
She's pulling the Eric.
Yeah.
She's taking over the Friday tournament.
Yeah. This is the one to win. We got heads up. Jet's got 303. Carla's got just under 100,000 or about 100,000. She just bets 36. Jet, she's not gonna just call here. She folds. I think you're at a point where you're re-raising all in almost depending on it. Jet, if Jet has a hand, she's gonna push Carla all in.
I was gonna say if I'm Jet here, I'm also raising my button
Every
pretty
time.
liberally, yeah. I'd probably make it a little bit of a smaller raise, but I'm raising 2.5x every time I'm on my button there.
Agreed.
With this lead.
Carla bets out 48. What's Jet gonna do? Because Carla's saying, I'm committing myself right here. I'm committing myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say once she makes that 3x raise, you're either raising or folding to it.
Yeah. Jet, what are you gonna do?
Unless I got like 2.6 or 2.7, I'm raising here. Yeah, 2.5x. That's good. Yeah,
3.7.
raising. Jet's got to keep the pressure on Carla here.
Yep. See Jet. 6, Jack 3. Who's gonna bet? There you go. Carla bets 18. Jet, if you have an ace, you're calling. I know you are. Carla, you gonna push? Are you gonna shove right here? No, check ace. Oof. There you go. Carla's like, this doesn't smell right.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to what Jet has here.
I'm just gonna fold. Because if she had anything other than ace, she might call.
Right. I gotta say, I'm thinking 6 or 10 middle pair there somewhere.
So now it's 163 to 256 for Jet.
That was an interesting hand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Carla believed Jet, and Jet got caught. Ace, King, 9, Queen with 3. Now we've got 3 clubs, 7. Is Jet going to try to buy this pot?
I would have tried to buy that pot on the flop.
Yeah, right. She bets out 18, which Carla calls. So she's got 10-8 against 8-9, and again she smelled it out. But I don't know why Carla should have just. I don't know why Carla didn't bet off on the flop.
I might not have bet the flop. If I was Carla, I would have bet the turn there after the check, after hitting the flop.
I'm probably going to take a stab at it there. But see, 10, 4, 8, 10. Bet, call. Carla is the button. Jet would bet 102,000. Carla going to no. Someone had something there. Jet's back up to 288. Carla's at 131. Still anyone's game right now. Carla doubles up. She's in good spot.
I'm not folding my button there.
Yeah. Carla calls. Check. What is she going to do? Is she going to bet out of position? Raise to 52. Carla's going to fold. That's the problem when you're on the button and you just call the button. You're going to get raised. Jet is now the button. Calls. Carla, what are you going to do? Bet's 32. Is Jet going to raise all in? And she calls. Flop is 7, 8 ace.
One thing I'm not sure about too is how much they know each other as well with the ladies tournaments on the website here.
Right.
Don't know how much they know each other's play.
All in. Hold on. You got an all in. 6 ace.
Oh. Hey, and Eric called it.
Yep. And Mel wins.
Mel
Again.
wins. You called it.
I thought I was the king of the Friday night. So now, obviously, we've got a new champion.
There's a new queen in town.
Yeah. Well, good for her. Congratulations. Way to go, Mel, man. You just always come back when you're at the bottom and you just kind of conquer it. And good job, Carla. That's a tough way to end it right there. But
yeah. I would have shoved those jacks pre-flop, though. I don't think I would have waited for the ace to pop up on the flop and then tried to bet them.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous.
But yeah, you called it with Carla with the win at the final table. Then.
Yeah, well, good for her. She could be in contention right now for a Player of the Month.
So you said that was her third?
That was her third win. I think it was her third. It might have been her third win this month, or maybe not this month, but that's her second win this month, and she won. Let's see, how much did she win that tournament? I took a screenshot. She won $355. She had $275 for the win plus 80 in bounties. Carla had $265, 206 for the win and 60 for bounties. Code for ace is Peggy, 174. Biffelman, 1206. So
wow.
I can't say more than that. So
that's
Good
not a
night
bad
for
day's
all of
work
them.
for win almost 400 some bucks in less than 3 hours.
yeah, right. Yeah, I read the script today. I was supposed to win.
You got to rewrite that
that
script.
I read that in my script too, and it didn't work out that way.
They never listened, man. I tell you. So. All right, guys. Well, I have to get up and play a baseball game tomorrow. So, Mike, I'm going to send you. I'll send you screenshots and go ahead and post. You're an admin on the site, so you can go do what you need to do. And
yeah.
Hey, kudos. You guys did a great job commentating. Let me sit back and listen to you guys.
no, we're old pros here.
Yeah, I'm
All
still
right,
trying to
Robin.
get my
Thanks
feet
again
wet
for this,
again.
and
So.
we'll see you Sunday night.
Alrighty, you guys have a great
Yep.
night and congratulations to all the winners.
Yes,
Great
sir.
job.
You guys have a good night.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.